before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another Courtnee Edgar show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun. As long as we get back to the money, we get back to the money and we get back to the money. Real conversations and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. To my ENG family, what's good with you? If you want to be a part of the ENG family, make sure you are tapped into the memberships. I dropped those tier prices too for y'all, man. I know a lot of y'all going through it right now, so I dropped the prices for you because I'm looking out for you. I want y'all to be a part of the ENG community. I want to make sure that we grow and build this thing up together, all right? So what's up, my ENG family? What's good to my new subscribers? What's good to my people who just watching in the background? What's good with all y'all, man? We got a lot of topics to talk about today. We're going to be covering everything from money, from a money perspective, from a wealth perspective, everything, right? Because we want to dial things in. We're going to be talking about Jay-Z. Then there's another video that just surfaced from the Taylor Frankie Paul, you know, from that incident with her hitting on her husband, well, her boyfriend, whatever he is. We're going to be talking about Ayesha Curry. She's back in the algorithm again. But not for the reason that you think. I think this one is going to actually be a little bit different. And then we got some other things. We're going to talk about Fatty and all this. Well, the women on Fatty's panel. Shout out to my girl Melanin Legacy and all of that. So we got a lot of things to cover today. But before we get there, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit the bell notification because it helps the algorithm push my content out to reach more people so we can grow this thing together. All right. Also, this is what I need y'all to do. My ENG family. If you aren't part of the ENG, like I said, join the membership to become an ENG member. All right. Here's what I need y'all to do. This is what I need y'all to start doing. For those of y'all who are subscribing, I need y'all to start paying attention and watching out for the uploads, my long form uploads. Being in the live stream is dope. We kicking it, you know, but the long form videos is where it's at. I need y'all to run those numbers up. I need y'all to engage in those videos. I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to hit the hype button over there. I need y'all, we got to run them numbers up over there, all right? For all the long form videos that we post. I'll have a video posting up tomorrow. Go show love. We got to run them numbers up, all right? So I want to go ahead and get into it. And first and foremost, we're going to talk about Miss Taylor Frankie Paul. And here's the thing. I want to look at this from a money perspective. I want to look at this from a business perspective too, because it's not just the drama aspect of it. I know a lot of us, we like talking about drama and all that shit too. We're going to talk about it, but I want to look at it from a business perspective, a money perspective, and all these different things. All right. And then I'll give my thoughts and my opinions on it. All right. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's rock out.
What is it? I can't care why I'm outside my house and he's inside. Bring him out here and me inside. This is my house.
Right. And we can do that here in a minute. We were just hoping that a little bit of breathing cold air would be nice. Hey.
You're outside. I'm inside.
Hey.
Yeah. No, Taylor, okay.
Hey.
Get
Taylor,
out of my house, Dakota.
When I told you how this was going down, okay, we're trying to be kind right now and just find out what's going on. But if you stop listening to the things we're saying.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Then
You're
it's
good. No worries.
problematic.
You're being nice. I get it. You're good. I get it.
So when I say
He's pushed me in my garage, the man in my garage to my kids' stuff.
your children are here and you need to stop yelling and you need to take your volume down considerably.
You're good. Understandable. You're right.
And so when I asked you not to make a phone call right now and you're doing it,
Is what? Illegal?
no, but what I'm saying is
Dad?
you're being problematic.
Please come to my house. They go to push me in my garage, and the police are saying that I can't talk about it.
No, that's not what we're saying at all.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Just curious.
I'm saying for you to take deep breaths because you're very intoxicated and you're screaming
Sure.
in the street.
But he was
And you're
pushing me.
refusing to calm down and you're being very loud while your children are trying to
Sleep
relax.
upstairs with the white noise.
What about that one right there sitting on the couch?
What's up?
Yes.
We're going to be.
Yeah. You just need to chill. What I'm telling you, what I'm saying is take
Are
deep
you married?
breaths.
Kids?
That is irrelevant.
It's not.
It is.
Do you know how I feel in it?
I do, which is why
Do you know
I'm
how I was
asking you to
pushed
calm
garage
down.
by a man?
Did you explain that to Officer Rugebrecht?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
What's up, Miss
That's why he's
Valencia?
doing his
What's good with you?
investigation right now.
Okay.
My job is to assist you.
It's
with
not
calming
relevant
down.
then.
My personal
You're-
life is not terribly relevant right now. My job is to
You
help
should
you
have-
calm down,
Okay.
which I am trained in helping people do.
So
But you need to listen to
Can
the
I?
hold up. So far, here's what I've heard about this individual by Taylor Frankie Paul. One, she was a part of, I guess, that Mormon show with the Mormon housewives or whatever you call that show. And she was a problem over there too. They wanted her out, right? Now she had the opportunity to get a bag with this whole bachelorette shit. And now this shit surfaced of her putting her hands on her man. And we all got eyes here. We all have eyes. We all seen the original video that surfaced. And yet she's still trying to play victim. How? Why? You still trying to play victim. As if you are in the right. You're throwing bar stools and chairs at your supposed husband. I think that's her husband. And you're hitting your child in the process. You're doing this while your child is in the living room with y'all. But let all the other women tell you, men are the issue. We're the abusers. We're the ones that y'all aren't safe around. Y'all would rather choose the bear than the man, but yet and still, a lot of times it's the woman that's the problem. A lot of times it's the woman that's the problem. A lot of men, they just don't speak up about it. They don't say nothing about it because of the backlash that they're gonna get from everybody else, from the policemen, from their homies, from whomever. Right? She's a woman, and so therefore they're not gonna take her seriously until she does some egregious shit, and then they're gonna have to take her serious. That don't even. What do you? And so one thing about me, Cricket, I want to be clear, and I'm going to continue to keep. You know what? I'm not gonna respond to it. I'm gonna continue to listen to watching this video. I'll respond to you in a minute. Yeah, I'm pressing though. Why wouldn't I press it?
Water? Can I have water?
You can have water.
Am I okay to get that?
I said you are. What I'm asking you is to chill out and stop making so much noise because.
I'm not making noise. I'm getting water.
Okay.
Extremely intoxicated. I'm like a 2 out of 10. Please enlighten me on that. By the way, test me if you want with your breathalyzer on my house. Please, that I got a safe driver for. By the way, please enlighten me.
Interested in doing that.
Why
What I'm
not?
asking you
That he
is
pushed me in my garage.
Simply calm down.
That he pushed me in my garage.
We are interested in that.
Enlighten me on that. By the way, officer.
If you'll let me talk, I would like to.
Go for it.
Officer Rugebrecht is the primary officer here. My job is to help you calm down because you're extremely agitated.
But I'm extremely calm, by the way.
Now you are because we're working with you, whereas before
Because
you
I
were
just
curled
got
up
hydrated.
in the fetal position on the ground. So
Because I was hurting emotionally.
continue to calm
With my
down.
dad about to get here, by the way. so he can witness this.
That's fine.
What is he gonna do? Here's my thing. What is he gonna do? What is your father gonna do? He ain't gonna do nothing. You acting like he finna do something. You act like he above the law or something. Absolutely not. He gonna get that work just like you getting the work.
We just need to have everybody just stop running around.
Okay, go for it,
Everybody stop
officer.
being problematic.
That has no empathy for me, by the way, with a man pushing in the garage.
I absolutely do have empathy with you.
What
But I'm
empathy do
allowing.
you have?
Why is that house so dirty? I'm just saying. You know what? I'm getting off. I'm just saying. Just something.
I'm allowing-
He just pushed me to the garage.
Can I explain? I'd let you explain. Please let me explain. Officer Rugebrecht is the officer in charge. He's the one that's doing all of the interviewing of everybody, okay? My job is to keep everybody from causing further harm or trauma or for people running around and causing issues, okay? So it's not that I can't hear the story. The thing is, Officer Rugebrecht is the one who has to be aware of all of these things because he's making the ultimate determinations and he's the one that's doing the interviewing. So that's why I didn't interview you and I didn't interview Dakota.
You did.
I'm-
Yeah, this side.
She's so manipulative.
No, I sat here with him and calmed him down. I had him take calming breaths.
Oh, my hand is aching.
And I found out whose truck was outside. Little things, right?
My hand's the one aching.
Would
I
you
don't know
like
why.
paramedics to come look at your hand?
No, I don't, but it's aching. He did something to it.
Did
He
you
pushed me
tell
in the
Officer
garage.
Rugebrecht about your
I
hand?
don't know what I told him.
You know what? I want to address this. This is very critical. What if it was your mom, grandma, daughter, sister? Well, one thing about me is that I'm not gonna sit here and believe anybody just because it's my daughter or it's my grandmother or it's my mother. I need to get the full story first. I'm not just gonna jump off the cliff because guess what? It doesn't do anybody any good if I go over there and jump off the porch immediately when I don't have the full context of what the fuck happened. That's y'all problem now. Y'all want to crash out for anything. Just because you see somebody shed some tears, that don't necessarily mean that it's true. That's y'all problem. Y'all want to spaz out so goddamn bad, just like she did, because apparently you didn't see the original video. If you did see the original video, you would have known and seen what she was doing wrong. She put her own daughter in harm's way. Not the man. He was trying to get her to calm down, and he had it on video the entire time. But yet, look at you, you sucker. You sitting over here trying to defend her when she's clearly in the wrong. The hell I need to be jealous of her for? It's crazy. Y'all niggas. Hey, listen, bro. Listen. I know you a troller. I know you ain't got no profile picture because you hide behind your profile picture. Your name is Cricket. So we can't take you serious, but just for the sake of questioning, just for the sake of engaging with the chat, I'm engaging with you. But what you're talking about, you way the fuck off. She probably is a predator. Who knows? She might be a predator. Who the fuck knows? Either way, she's wrong. And no, I'm not going to believe her just because she's crying. I'm not going to have sympathy. Oh my God, she's crying. Oh my God, we need to stop. We need to believe her because she's crying. She's crying so hard. She's crying hysterically. We got to believe her. Y'all know how many times women done cried, and I'm talking about they done cried hysterically, bawling, yet and still they were still lying straight to your face. Yeah. So no, we're not going to sit here and believe it just because she's crying. She drunk. On top of that.
Well, we'll have Officer Rugebrecht come back in here when he's done talking with him, and you can tell him about your aching hand. My job is to encourage you to take deep breaths.
What is your job exactly? To arrest me or to arrest him?
Look
What
at that. She
is it?
can't even talk right.
Please, so I can
Slurring
talk
shit.
to my kids and you can take me in.
My job
Look at
is
this
to
intoxicated
assist Officer Rugebrecht in making sure everybody stays calm. And he's doing an investigation because we're getting calls from neighbors saying we hear
she's so
screaming
drunk.
outside. And so we're trying to find out, is there a crime or is there just people that need to go to bed? What is it that's going on? Which is why Officer Rugebrecht is interviewing both of you guys and might interview you several times. And he'll ask you lots of questions. the best thing to do is to
I
keep
just wanna
yourself
go to bed.
calm, right? And hopefully we can get there as soon as Officer Rugebrecht has.
Do you mean they could agree on something, or is that not allowed?
She drunk.
But right now we're.
My dad's about to come, and they're gonna be hell loose. So I'd like to let him go before my dad gets here.
Well, Officer Rugebrecht and I will make sure that nobody harms anybody.
I don't think anyone's gonna harm anybody. Just want to go home in peace. And we go to bed. Yes.
My understanding is that Dakota would also like to.
She drunk as hell, y'all.
Because
She's drunk.
of the
She's
nature of what
intoxicated
we're
as hell.
here for, they're screaming and yelling, and you know.
Is that
truck
our
us-
crime to fight?
It depends.
Is it a crime to fight?
It depends
Yelling?
on what somebody does.
Yelling? Is that a fight? Is that a crime?
Yelling in itself or arguing with somebody is not illegal.
Okay.
Spouses argue all the time.
Is
When it becomes so loud that maybe the neighbors are fearful that somebody's dying inside of a home,
I'm,
we obviously want to make sure that everything is going to be
I'm
okay.
sorry for raising my voice. You can go home, please.
And then when things get when things get
I'm sorry. You can go home in peace.
Joe, just keep taking those calming breaths. Like
I
I said,
can't. I'm so much pain. So much pain.
do you feel that you'd like to go to speak with somebody about how you're feeling? Like
No,
a crisis worker?
I just want to like go home.
Mhm.
I just want to go home.
Well, we hope that we can come to a nice, easy resolution with that. But again, we have to allow Officer Rugebrecht to do his job.
I want to know what she was drinking.
You're good. I'm sorry.
Dog, she's so drunk, bro.
I think I'll do a wraparound now. We'll wrap around.
I just want to say goodnight, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Is that okay? Is that a crime?
We're not going to go talk with them for a while.
She's so drunk.
Why?
She's so
Has to
drunk,
go perform his
dog.
investigation
She's drunk out
and
her
his
mind.
investigations. We keep people separated.
Can I go pee?
Do you have to do that right now in case Officer Rugebrecht needs to come talk with you?
Yeah, it'd be 2 seconds. I go pee.
Hey, y'all saw that stumble? Boy, she drunk out her mind. Y'all saw that stumble? Hold up. Watch this. Look, watch that dip. When she hit that corner, when she bit in the corner. She bit in the corner. Watch how she dip. Watch how she dip. Watch how she dip. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Let me give my thoughts here. One, she need to go to an AA meeting. That's for sure. She need to go to AA because she got drunk as fuck, right? Two. You can tell she blacks out when she drinks. When she drinks, she probably wakes up the next morning as if she has done nothing wrong. She completely blacks out and she acts like a whole different person, an entirely different beast. Because the original video that we saw that surfaced, we saw the effects of her. We saw the effects of her drinking and how belligerent she gets, throwing chairs, daughters catching chair strays, getting hit, not saying sorry or nothing like that, and the man having to suffer through it. But here's the crazy part, though. You know what? It ain't even crazy. She still is gonna find somebody. There's still gonna be a guy that's gonna be willing to deal with her. And mind you, I still believe that they're still gonna stream that show, The Bachelorette, with her. I think that she still secured the bag with that. She still secured the money with it. That's the crazy part. With all this shit that surfaced, she ain't gonna lose many followers. You got people on TikTok right now trying to defend her, saying, hey, well, if you're gonna cancel Taylor Frankie Paul, that means you need to cancel the NFL. How? or you need to counsel other sports. For what? Off of a one incident like this? And now all of a sudden you want to counsel everything else because you want to defend her bad behavior? The lack of accountability? Because there are a lot of women who do put their hands on men and they shouldn't be putting their hands on men regardless of the situation. We were always taught, keep your hands to your God himself. Boy and girl. And then you throwing chairs and you hitting your kid? Your kid is involved now? Your kid gets injured because of you? Because you don't know how to control yourself when you're drinking alcohol? Yeah. But yet, again, she still secured her money, though. That's what it seems like to me. I think she's still going to get streamed for The Bachelorette. And you still going to have a whole bunch of sucker dudes on there trying to find her love or trying to get her love, which is crazy because they think that, oh, man, it just, you need a real man. And I'm telling you, you just need a real man in your life. Man, no, she's going to do the same exact thing to you. The same exact thing. No. That's a bad bet, brother. That's a bad bet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Cricket, she might be the one that might be your type. You probably like chicks that go upside your head, huh? You got so much lack of respect for yourself, you allow a woman to put her hands on you. That's crazy. But hey, it be what it is, though. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification, all right? Also, make sure you become a member. Make sure you become an ENG member. Like I said, I dropped the tier prices for y'all. So for a lot of y'all, I know y'all struggling with y'all money out here in these streets. I dropped the tier prices for y'all so y'all can become a member. All right, so make sure you become a member. Let me read some of these comments real quick before we move on to the next topic, dog. Read some of these comments. What up, Ma? Says that is so sad. They were throwing everywhere. Everywhere. My guy Battles on. What's good with you, homie? We say I've come from the system and been a word. Okay. Cast a stone if you cast a stone before you're saying, yeah, I'm still gonna cast a stone. What you mean? Casting stones all day long. One thing I can say, I ain't out here when I drink. I don't get belligerent. I ain't out here hitting my kids with chairs and throwing chairs at people. I dang sure ain't doing that. That's for sure. I ain't out here putting my hands on people when I shouldn't be putting my hands on people. That's for sure. That's for sure. Now, talk about that, homie. Talk about that. So, let's go to this next topic. I want to talk about Ayesha Curry. She went on to Michelle Obama's show. And for the first time since Ayesha Curry has been getting on these podcasts and, she getting some visibility, she's starting to actually speak the way that she should have been speaking long before. She's speaking about her husband the way that she's supposed to be speaking about her husband. This is what an empire looks like. This is how you're supposed to big up your husband. Anytime that you out here in these streets or you in podcasts, you get some visibility, people want to ask questions, they want to get your side of the story. This is how you're supposed to do it. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. And this is how you can continue to keep growing that empire, building that bag, getting to the money. You feel me? So let's go ahead and dive into it, and then I'm going to give my thoughts and my opinions. All right? So let's go ahead and rock out.
Million. I think on the flip side of what he said about me, for me, he is so even keeled, and he can compartmentalize really big emotions very well, and he does know how to block out the noise. And so I've learned little by little, I think, how to do more of that because, like you said, I'm very passionate, I'm fiery, and sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't, and vice versa. And then I think I've learned this unwavering work ethic. I've never seen anything like it, but it obviously manifests itself in how things work out for him in his basketball career. I'm like, tomorrow he'll be up 6:30, working on himself when he doesn't necessarily have to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've just year after year after year seen him do things when he doesn't have to. And then I see the results that come from that. And it's extremely inspiring.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's bottle some of that up and sprinkle it over the man. That's very sweet.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you too.
Hold up. Why it seems so dry, bro? Why does the conversation seem so dry? Listen, fuck that, bro. We ain't finna listen. I'm not finna tiptoe. Why does her show seem so dry? Why is it just so like they don't know what to talk about? Like, where's the emotion? Where's the true engagement? Where's the real laughter? It just seems like it's just nobody knows what to say next or what's coming next. They just sitting there just that's so sweet. Bottle that up. Like they don't know what to say. They just I don't know, bro. It's weird, bro. It's cringy as fuck to me. It's cringy as fuck. But that's beside the point. This is something that we talk about all the time. Because there have been many celebrities, many women, Ayesha Curry being one of those individuals, who have gotten on many podcasts, where their husband makes millions of dollars. They are the big dogs out here in this world. Michelle Obama too. She's been on different podcasts as well, right? When their husband is the elite, where these men, their husbands are the elite, the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, coming from women's perspective, they're just giving their perspective in regards to how they're operating, knowing that they got a husband that's of a high caliber, right? I understand that, but there's a time and a place for it. I'll give you an example. LeBron James was on, he got interviewed by, I think his name is Speed. Right? And Speed asked him about Speedy or whatever his name is. He asked him about his relationship with his wife and just kind of get some insight. And LeBron kept it simple. That was it. He said, listen, you know what I'm saying? We've been together a long time. And I'm paraphrasing here. We've been together a long time. You go through your ups and downs, but you continue to, but it's a strong thing that we've been doing. That's my chick. That's my lady. And we're going to continue to keep rocking out. You keep it short and sweet. But the issues with a lot of these other women, they got to go into detail. They got to talk, whether it may seem as if their intention is for them not to talk down about their husband. They end up talking down about their husband because they always, well, I want to do this, but he does this. And, I'm trying to be this person, but I can't because he do X, Y, and Z. And so like, you just literally kind of shitting on your husband a little bit instead of you actually getting on these platforms and talking up your husband, big up in your husband. Like in this case scenario, and I'll give you another scenario. Kelly Rowland, right? It's a prime example. She was on another podcast, and she asked about the man that she's married to now. Kelly Rowland had everything to say about her husband, and she big upped her husband. Everything. How great of a man he is, how great of a supporter he is. How she felt empowered by him, that she felt comfortable, safe, all these different things. Big up in her husband, big up in her man, like you're supposed to do. Talking big about your husband, because that's your husband. You chose him. So why not speak big on him? You chose to be with this person for the rest of your life. So why not big up your husband? He created this space for you to live your best life, to live debt free. You out here making money. You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. You can live the life that most people only could dream of. So why wouldn't you big up your husband? making sacrifices that you don't even know he making sacrifices for. So why not big up your husband? Just as they would big up you. Man, I couldn't do it without my woman, man. I'm telling you, man, that she's such a great mom. She's such a great wife. She does this, she does that around her, you know, because I know I'm always gone, but she's able to pick up the slack where I'm not there. She's doing X, Y, Z. Like, these niggas big up their wives. Why can't y'all do that? But shout out to you, Ayesha Curry, because this time you did what you were supposed to do. You big up your husband. You said how you're learning from your man, because this right here shows that he's leading, because you're learning through his leadership, through him actually taking action and being the one that's leading from the front. And so you're seeing his discipline. You're seeing his tenacity, considering the fact that he don't have to do it, but he doesn't. So therefore, that then starts to rub off on you as the wife, because you're following him. You're seeing what he's doing. You see how he's staying consistent with the thing. So therefore, that just rubs off on you naturally. He don't even got to tell you to do it, because you see it. You see it on a consistent basis. Year after year, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. And also you can see the results that come with it. It's like, damn, he's doing all of this, and he became one of the greatest to ever do it. And through all of this discipline, year after year after year after year. What if I start implementing that? Maybe I can start seeing this greatness. Let me follow the footsteps of him and follow his leadership. The results will come. The money will come. You just got to stay consistent. Stay disciplined. Ladies, this is for y'all. If you're struggling to find a man, pay attention to his discipline. Pay attention to his purpose. Stop focusing on what he has right now, and focus on how he's working. What's his work ethic like? What's his morals like? What's his character like? Y'all so focused on, oh, he got to make 6 figures or more. He got to be a big dog. Man, listen, bro. Listen. You want a man that's already on the brink of, he's working towards that shit. Y'all act like y'all just a big, okay, well, I make $60,000 a year. I need a man that makes just as much or more than me. Cool, have your preference. But is that it? What does loyalty look like to you? When you say care, when you say you want a high value man, what does that look like to you? When you say you want a man with a good job, what does that look like? You say you want a man that makes a ton of money. Okay, you got to understand what comes with that too. All you see is the dollar signs. Oh, he makes good money. Okay. But you got to understand what comes with that. There's a lot of different things that they don't talk about that comes with that. Are you okay? Are you okay with the fact that he's going to be gone 90% of the time? That he's going to be constantly busy? Are you okay with that? Them trips that you think you're going to be taking, you ain't going to be able to do that. Considering the fact, if you want him to take family trips, you want to have your vacation. Even if he does go, understand that he probably going to work on the vacation too. Are you okay with that? You see what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Ayesha Curry. Continue to keep doing what you're doing. Continue to keep big up your husband. This is what we need to see. This is what we need to see more of from y'all celebrity wives. Start big up in your husbands. Close your eyes and you can see, you can hear Kevin Hart. Chill out, bro. Chill out. Chill. Mind's mouth, chill, bro. You wild for that one. You wild for that. But hey, shout out to them. Shout out to Michelle Obama. You know what I'm saying? For getting them on the platform. Bro, this is when you know motherfuckers is on the brink of starting to retire. When you start to see them on a whole bunch of podcasts, starting to do movies, starting to venture into other things, starting to see them on more screens outside of just on the field or on the basketball court. Like, yeah, they getting close to that retirement stage. Close to that retirement stage. You got about 3 more years in them. Curry, I give Curry 3 more years. I give Curry 3 more years. Bron, I give him about 2. I give him this year. This year, maybe next. I think maybe next year. Next year. I'll give him next year. I think he gonna retire next year. I think he's gonna retire next year for sure. What y'all think? Y'all let me know. But look, let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. Do we need to see? Do y'all believe that more women, more wives should start bigging up their husbands when they go to these podcasts, or should they do what Ayesha Curry was doing in the past? You know, talking about the so-called realities of the relationship and speaking, I guess you could say speaking towards the husband. I guess the intent isn't ill, but it still comes off as like you trying to downplay your husband. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads, any of my long form videos. All right.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here, and make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments real quick. I close my eyes. I can see CES at the door yelling at a cat. Someone, hold on. Let me see what I do. Look. Somebody come look at this. Hey, somebody come look at this. A goddamn cat drinking milk out the bowl. Get out the boat. Shit, bro. Just get normal people. Hollywood. Hey, I agree with that too. Just get normal people. Get normal people, get good people. That's a fact. I agree with you on that. Get you a normal person. But here's the thing though, Cricket. Most people are normal. They just think that they're abnormal just because they got a little bread. But majority of people are normal people. Real talk. Majority of people are normal people. So yeah. Hey, man, I forgot to pull on my damn thing. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Hey, Pearl, it's your 16th birthday. He said, and Bull City said, nailed it. Hey, Pearl. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that shit off of off of SpongeBob when they were singing? Y'all remember Pearl? Hey, Pearl, it's your 16th birthday. The fake Backstreet Boys. That shit was funny as hell. All right, let me see. A second. No, let's take this off. I don't want this. We can remove that. Remove that. We can definitely remove that. All right. You know it's for real, right? All right. So before we get started, we gotta get into the nuts and bolts of this live stream. We gotta talk about Jay-Z. You heard? We gotta talk about Jay-Z. We gotta get into it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and talk about Jay-Z, man. So he finally went on the had an interview with GQ for a video cover story, and he was talking about everything that happened back in 2025, talking about, you know, how he came up, and everything with Rockefeller, you know, the business ventures that he tapped into, and just everything overall, and who is Jay-Z, right? And who is Jay-Z today? You know, the money that he's made, you know, the albums that he put out, the people that he's interacted with, everything. So we're going to dive into this. And honestly, we're going to kind of dissect it too, and how the cost of this alleged grape situation and how that actually affected him when that shit came about, you know, with friends, family, you know, businesses, and different collaborations that potentially could have happened. So he's gonna dive into that, and then I'll give my thoughts in between, because this is a longer video, so I'm gonna pause in between, you know, just kind of give my point of views and different things like that. All right, so let's go ahead and rock out.
How would you rate your 2025? Like looking back on the last year?
It was hard, really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah, I'm glad we got right to that, you know, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
Like I was really heartbroken by like everything that occurred, you know, with all like, you know, we in a space now where it's just like, almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole Busby.
This civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed.
That shit took a lot. There was a line, no women, no kids. You know, you hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. You know, morals, integrity, code. Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me. Like it meant a lot to me. I took that really hard. And I knew that we was gonna walk through that. We was gonna walk through that because, you know, first of all, it's not true. And the truth is, you know, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
When you're feeling these feelings, how do you then bounce back and get back to being Jay-Z?
I don't know. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026 is all offense.
You feel me, Bull City? And that was the thing too. One of the things that I also had to realize too is that just because you hear everybody already calling individuals guilty just because they see somebody did something without the evidence, they don't see no evidence, they don't see anything going on. All of a sudden it's, oh, he's guilty. I know they guilty, as if these motherfuckers that they ride with them, as if they're always in the vicinity of these people, as if they're around them 24/7. Oh, but y'all know how Hollywood is, or y'all know how Rockefeller is. Y'all know, it's like, bro, y'all don't know their life. Y'all don't know what they got going on. Y'all don't know what they doing, bro. And so I'm also of the belief of, listen, bro, I'm not finna sit in here and judge somebody on the court of public opinion if I don't have the evidence. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I don't care what it is that I may think or what theory that I may have or what it may look like. If there's no evidence, I'm not gonna call you guilty. I'm not gonna do that. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of your disdain, I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not. If there's no evidence there, what would I look like sitting here saying, hey, bro, yeah, man, he guilty. Yeah, bro, man, he guilty, bro. Y'all know how Hollywood is, bro. Hollywood weird as fuck. Okay. Yeah, that may be true. However, do we have the evidence that he is doing the thing that he's being, you know what I'm saying, that he's being convicted for? Do we know that? Can we point the finger at what time, when it happened? Did you see it happen? Is there pictures, video footage, or anything that there's concrete evidence that shows it, that you cannot deny it whatsoever? Is there information on that? Do you have it? No. All right, then. So until he's innocent until proven guilty. Not guilty until proven innocent. No, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. No matter how much you hate the person, or no matter how much disdain you got for him, or no matter how much of a hunch you got. If you ain't got the evidence, bro, I can't. I'm like, well, I mean, he looked like he did it, but I don't see no evidence, so I can't really say he did it. I can't.
When we first dropped Reasonable Doubt, we sold 34,000 records. We went like at MTV, like, give us a performance in the last slot.
Yeah.
And they were like, what?
What you mean? This is an opportunity to learn, KD. It's an opportunity to learn, man. Get some insight. That's where you get some insight.
You don't even have a video that we play. They ain't say these words, but you know what I'm saying. The energy was like, you're new.
Yes.
Like you haven't proven yourself. But in our mind, the fact that we released an album was proof enough of concept. We did it. That was hard then. We remember, we're not in control of distribution. marketing, anything. We're going like a street level, street team approach to this. And so when we put the album out, that was the win.
Yeah.
And we had some success. And remember, on the streets, we were platinum. Anywhere you was going to go, you was going to hear Reasonable Doubt.
Did you feel that way at the time, though?
No, at the time, I wanted a deal.
Were you
so I went to
dejected
every single
almost?
label. Huh?
Did you feel like dejected or?
I wasn't. Yes, I was rejected, not dejected.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like every door was, but I always believed in myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't a moment that I thought I'm not good enough for this industry.
Mm-hmm.
At every rejection, I thought, why do they have this guy in place? He doesn't know what's going on.
Like they're slacking.
They're
not seeing the vision. When you look back at that time, are there things that you're glad that you didn't know?
Yeah, of course. It's almost like if you're in the room and you go through this room and you get to the end and you open the door and you're like, wow. And then you turn back and you turn the lights off and it was like pits and snakes. You know, your naive nature just naturally navigated you through the dark. And that's made up for the things that we didn't know. And it helps because you can learn something so much that you just tap out. I think that happens a lot in the music business. Like people get in the music business for the right reasons and they're very passionate about it, but then it becomes Monday.
It reminds me of an old Kanye quote of something he said about you when he said, with Jay, you always see the win. What do you think he meant by that?
I think that I've showed the entire picture from You Must Love Me to Regrets to, you know, Soon You Understand. But the wins are so big that I can see where that can dominate a person's memory. You forget the losses.
Yeah. Or the perception.
Yeah. Or that becomes the perception that it's only wins. And then I do say, I will not lose. So
Well,
I could add to the perception as well.
I was going to say you also are really good at kind of like, you have a discipline of almost.
And that's another thing too, though. That's another thing too. And this is why I always preface this by saying, because I know a lot of people, they believe that confidence means you don't lose. They think that confidence means that you are perfect. There's no imperfections with you. That means you got everything figured out. That's not what that means, right? You build your confidence through the losses. You build your confidence by having to go through the mud. You don't build confidence by sitting there looking in the mirror and say, hey, bro, you confident today, big dog? You confident, bro? It's you, bro. It's you. You confident that you go out there, you ain't accomplishing nothing. Because regardless of how much you speak about yourself, regardless of how much you sit out here and manifest, right? Even though I do believe in it, but it also comes with the work. Not just reading off a piece of paper and writing it down 3 times, all that shit. You also got to go out there and do the work. Faith without works is dead. So you have to go and do the work too. So the confidence comes from you having to go through these obstacles and then you overcoming those obstacles to get to the next step or get to the next level. That's where the confidence comes from. That's why when you see individuals who were once big, you know, they were 200-300 pounds, and now they lost 150 some pounds. Now they all ripped and muscle, and you see the confidence where they just want to take off their shirt all the time is because they're confident now, because they gone through the fact of the embarrassment of not being able to take off their shirt in public, right? They want to take off their shirt. They want to show their bodies off. They want to show that because, like, listen, I work my ass off of this. I sacrifice a lot of different things. I sacrifice eating the foods I love. I sacrifice not going to certain parties. I had to sacrifice. I sacrificed waking up early to go to the gym or going to the gym when I didn't want to go to the gym. All of these different things in order to get to this position. So how dare you sit up here and tell me that I can't show my fucking body? What's wrong with you? So that's it goes the same thing. It goes the same thing with this. Yes, you may have the confidence because you know that you may be good, right? But you still have to go. You still have to get it out of the mud regardless. Even though you got the confidence, you still got to go through it. And you got to work your way through it.
It's like shrugging off any kind of perception of a loss. Like, yeah, let's let Nessa go 0 for 82. I'll look at you like it's gravy. Like, you know?
Yeah, because it's all wins. If I had 0.1 of the Nets, I won.
Or
it's like I had ownership in a basketball team in Brooklyn.
Is that something you continue to apply? Like,
yeah,
when God forbid something goes wrong,
Yeah.
don't freak out. We can.
It's not even God forbid when something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. Everything in life happens for your greatest good.
Mhm.
Everything. I had to not get a deal in order to become who I am today. It didn't feel like the greatest blessing of all. It was the greatest blessing that I didn't get a deal, right? So again, everything in your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
It's kind of sound like what Myron Golden. If y'all never watched Myron Golden before, he kind of says something like that too. He says, like when it comes to business, right? He says, if you're not working on your business is working on you. So it's kind of the same sentiment, if it ain't working, it may be working for you. No, how did he say it? Let me make sure I get it right. What he said.
Your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
Yeah, if it ain't happening to you, it's happening for you. So it's almost the same sentiment.
When you
don't skip over that.
Yeah.
It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So you just got to know the distinction. Everything is just how you relate to it. There's no good or bad. Shit happens. It's life.
When did you reach that acceptance of that concept, though?
I read a lot of books earlier, Seed of the Soul, Celestine Prophecies, and, all these different books. And I was picking up all these gems and jewels on the way. But I was also 26 when I came in, and I lived a lot of life in those 26 years. Marcy to Trenton, New Jersey, to Cambridge, Maryland, to Newport News, Virginia. I met all sorts of people, been in all sorts of situations. And I came out without a scratch. Never been to jail.
3 shots never touched me.
3 shots never touched me. I came out unscathed. It was very rare. And I was always curious after that. Once you reach that part, like I've had the living, and now I'm like, man, why did that happen? I'm always questioning, like, why did that happen? Why did it happen that way?
I rock with that. I gotta skip past that. No, they be trying to get you when they be trying to get you when it comes to that the little clip shit. It's all good.
I want to ask you just a little bit about a written testimony specifically, just because that was the most recent release. I think it came out like right before the pandemic started. So
yeah,
you guys
like
didn't
the
talk
day.
about that much. The day.
Yeah, my favorite verse is off that just jumbled track. I love that track. It's so noisy and just so unorthodox. Flux capacitor.
You know what's funny about that? So I don't know if you remember this. You and I were emailing about that. Because I wrote about that album. And I said, this verse is crazy, even if it's offbeat.
Yeah.
And you said that being offbeat was the point, champ. And I was like, well, what can I say to
that? Yeah. Sometimes you need to sit in the pocket. Cause my pocket is always, it's like with a foot over the thing anyway. It's always hanging to the last moment. And it's like, because sometimes I try to fit a lot of words into like a small space. Then that last word just like get in the door.
Sticking with a written testimony, you have a couple of verses on there that I really like because they kind of speak to what's going on with you in a broader sense in the culture, like on Universal Soldier, I think it is, when you said that you don't keep the same energy for the DuPonts and the Carnegies.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like the things that you do for the culture, the ways that you put on, the ways that you try to protect and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like people throw capitalists at you in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that verse specifically, the only thing I heard coming up was the American dream until we started being successful. And it was like, wait a minute, you're selling out because you're making money. That was the first thing that was put on musicians. People had this law for the struggling artists. That's a mind game, what we would call back in the day for tricknology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, no, I make art first. And then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take it, no one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of, the loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in like a capitalist structure. That structure exists, and I just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic. People speak about.
You see the world for what it is and you move accordingly. Don't make excuses. You understand you gotta go, you understand that you gotta go through it. And you just adjust accordingly. Simple as that. I like using the reference of the YouTube channel, right? Because there's many situations, you got celebrities who, they had a strong suit in Hollywood, but now all that shit's starting to die down. So they come over here to the YouTube channels and trying to make it big, and now all of a sudden you're talking about, oh, you got 20,000 subscribers, or you got 30 or 40,000 subscribers, or 100,000 subscribers. And it's like, fam, you supposed to have that. You're supposed to have 100,000 subscribers. You already got a group of people that follow you, that know who you are. So the fact that you created the YouTube channel, that's easy for you, versus somebody who had to get out the mud from zero, straight zero. Nobody knew who the fuck you were from the jump. You got to create something and make something of yourself. That's a whole different ball game, how you looking at it.
The world, how they want to see it. You're never going to win like that.
You said something just now, though, about you pushing independence, right? Kind of like in the spirit of Prince. When you embody that, do you feel like you are kind of setting a mold or leading a charge for like what the successful Black man is allowed to do, and like breaking these spaces, breaking these confines?
Yeah. I even want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Take what?
Allowed. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to do anything. You know, in order for someone to allow you, they have to have authority over you.
Mm-hmm.
No one has authority over us. We exist like everyone else here. No one can allow us to do anything. But that word comes from a real space. And I want to eliminate all those type of words for us.
Yeah.
Yes. So the answer to that is yes.
When you're on a mission to eliminate words like allow, like you said, do you feel like that makes you a target sometimes from?
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. What's the Nipsey thing? Pray for me, y'all. One day I'm gonna have to pay for these thoughts. Real niggas is extinct. It ain't safe for me, my dog. These are real fucking lyrics.
You've come back to that a lot in the last few years. Like the more reveal me, the more they will kill me. Stuff like that. Who, when you say they, like who is that?
Whatever the threat to, however the system is set up to keep things at status quo and keep us in a position of using words like allow. So anyone that's culpable in creating the system that we operate under, that's they.
Yeah.
That's they. And it actually goes beyond color.
Yeah.
Because I've encountered that a lot. Where it was just like, okay, this successful Black man, make it. Let me go to him.
Yeah.
And for help. And they're like, you don't fuck with no rap shit.
Oh wow.
Not like out like that, but you know,
that's the energy.
Like the energy. It's like you see the energy.
Yeah.
You know?
I was thinking about how you described last year as being angry, and for the first time in a while. I wondered what it felt like to be pulled back into that feeling, and how you pulled yourself out, or how you leaned on the people around you.
Yeah.
I've been saying to pull you
I
out.
needed the people around me more than ever. Because usually when I have that feeling, I would just make music and just be therapeutic. I'll be able to, I'll blow it out.
Yeah.
And I would be like, you know, I'll move on. I had to sit in that for a long time. And luckily I had that. And again, I built this.
Make sure y'all hitting like on the screen too, y'all. Make sure y'all hitting like. I should have a lot of likes in here. Make sure you're hitting the likes. Make sure you're engaging in the comments too. Don't just be ghost watching.
This circle that's really safe for me, of people that really love me, not using me, and like, you know, really care for my best interests. So I was able to have that in the time, you know, the most crucial time for me.
Yeah. Especially
people that were close to me, and I'll explain. So like, you know, when those type of things happen, people run. They don't care what happened. They don't.
All right, so for those of y'all who don't know, you know, of the situation that he's talking about, so I want to give just for reference. We're gonna come back, but just for reference, I want to give y'all an idea of what he's talking about.
And a new twist in a high-profile lawsuit accuses rapper Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit, originally filed in October, was refiled today to include Jay-Z as a defendant. The anonymous accuser claims the assault occurred at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party. Jay-Z has denied the allegations in a statement on Roc Nation's Instagram, calling the accusations heinous and urging a criminal complaint be filed instead of a civil one. He also criticized the attorney behind the lawsuit, Tony Busby, accusing him of exploiting the case for personal gain.
People that really love me, not using me, and like, you know, really care for my best interests. So I was able to have that in the time, you know, the most crucial time for me.
Yeah.
Especially people that were close to me, and I'll explain. So like, you know, when those type of things happen, people run. They don't care what happened. They don't care. It's like, save yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so I have partners. You know, I've had big deals with, I called my guy from LVMH, hey man, this is coming, and I can't get rid of it. I can't take a settlement.
Yeah.
It ain't in my DNA. First of all, I had to tell my wife, let's just back up.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't even in me. I know what this is the weight that this is gonna bring on our family.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. The makeup, I would die. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker, move on with your life. It was like a testament because people know me. Like, I know who you are, and that's impossible. And not only we standing by you, but what do you need?
Yeah. What did you kind of do to come back from that personally or emotionally, I guess?
I'm still working with that. That's a great question. I'm still dealing with that.
What was it like watching Blue?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy though, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy, dog. People be coming out the woodwork, folks. Coming out the woodwork years later. Look at the situation with Bill Cosby. These motherfuckers coming out the woodwork 30, 40 years later talking about they was great. Dog, there needs to be, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. Because a lot of this shit can be a lot of shit can be lying. A lot of this motherfucker can be lying. And how can you prove something that happened 40 years ago without evidence? How? Then you talk about you coming back asking for what? $50-some million? Nah. They need to put the court system, they need to put a threshold. They need to put a threshold on that shit. After a certain amount of time or a certain period of time, if you haven't come forth in anything regarding grape or something like that, or SA, if there's a threshold, if you haven't come past this time, I don't want to hear nothing about it. We throwing it out immediately. You can't come back 40, 50 years later talk about somebody you was great and at a different time. Come on, man. Come on, fam. That don't make sense to me. I never understood that. Never understood that. Facts, Bull City, a statute of limitation. There has to be.
Coming to her own even more on this most recent tour.
That was amazing. You know, because on the first tour, you know, there was a lot of conversation around her first performance.
Mm-hmm.
And she worked really hard to get to that point, but she still wasn't going for it. She still was like going through the motions. And then after that, she just started going for it. Like, she started fighting back. I saw her fight maybe for the first time in her life, like fighting back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like not everything is just given to her and everything is easy. She had to fight for that. And she fought for it. Then to see her do the amount of work, she's almost on every number.
Yeah.
I had to take her off physically or some number. Like, man, you can't be on that stage where she's singing, you know, 6-inch heels. You crazy? That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. That shit needs to be across the board. That shit needs to be across the board. Every state, it needs to be across the board. No state should not have it, including New York and California. because they doing too much. Can't come talk about. So you telling me you've been holding this shit in for 40 years, 30, 40 years, you've been holding this shit, you've been holding this back. You done lived a full life. You probably done had children, you done had kids, you done got your car repoed a couple of times, you done got buzzed down, you probably done lost some relationships a couple of times, some things done happened. Man, nah, bro. Now all of a sudden when the money get low or you realize that you done lived your entire life and you ain't got nothing to show for, all of a sudden, you know what? I remember we had to go to this party. I think that this person, I could have sworn Bill Cosby did something. And now I feel as if I was S.A. or I feel like I was great. Man, what? Mind you, Shorty said that Bill Cosby gave her, what was it? Was it wine and an aspirin? Fam, in what world? In what world? If that's your first glass of wine, in what world are you gonna take 2 pills? If you at somebody's place or wherever y'all at, in what world are you gonna take 2 pills with some wine? Why? She didn't mention that she had a headache. That ain't what we heard. We ain't mentioned nothing about it. She ain't mentioned nothing about her having a headache or nothing. So you telling me this man just walks up to you, hands you 2 medications, that's aspirin, and some wine, and you took it. It ain't worms equals, it ain't defending predators. You can't prove it. That's your problem. You judge the people off the court of a public opinion. You ain't seen no evidence of it happening. So how you gonna say somebody is a predator when you ain't seen it happen with your own eyes? How you gonna say they happen? How you gonna say it happened? Oh, let me guess, because they are a celebrity, they got money and it happened. Where's the evidence? Show me. Show me. Yeah, it could have been a Quaalude, it could have been anything. It could have been anything. But you just taking random shit? You just taking random shit from a random ass person, even if he is a celebrity. Still random. You don't know him from a can of paint. You taking aspirin? Nigga, walk up to me with a glass of wine and you got some aspirin in your hand and I ain't say I had a headache. I'm in the bottom of your hand. Man, get that shit out of my face, boy. I ain't taking that shit. What I'm taking this for? Nigga, I'm not taking that shit. What's wrong with you? That's what my parents told me. Don't take shit. Don't take shit from people, especially if it's not in a sealed packet. If it ain't in a sealed packet, don't take it. Also, don't leave your drink. Don't leave an open container around people. Keep that bitch covered or keep it on your person so nobody can drop shit inside your cup. I was always taught that. Everywhere I go, especially when you in a public place, especially a place like a club or a bar, keep your shit covered. What we talking about?
You know, like it was like that. It was like a fight. Or she wanted to dance every single number. And that's a lot of choreography to remember.
Mm-hmm.
She was 13 at the time. That's a lot. And she was nailing it. She was going crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Like Blue is a crazy pianist. But she won't let us get her like a teacher. She don't want to be mentored in that way because she wants it to feel just like fun. She don't want it to be a job.
Mm-hmm.
But when she has a perfect pitch, anything. If she hears a song, she'll be like, play it again, and then she'll play it.
Oh, wow.
Like she'll teach herself. She'll find the notes, and then she's off playing it. That's just talent. Because we tell her, like, that's not normal, right? And she's just like, no, I just want to play. I enjoy playing. Let me just play. So she doesn't work at that. She worked at this, you know, and you know, it makes me proud that she fought for something that she really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get off that stage now. I don't know.
You pop out like when you want to, you record when you want to, like you're not in that like that stricture.
Yeah, I think 444 released a lot. Although it's the hardest album for me to make, it's still hard to. I can't even listen to 444 because it's so. It's the album that I was always afraid to make. You know what I mean? Like you think about like, man, I want to make an album like it's just like pure and just like vulnerable and just like the real interior thought.
Y'all think it's corny, but I'm like, it's fine. But I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. I turned a 2 to a 4, 4, 2 and 8. Yeah, that 4, 4, 4. That OJ.
You know, not like, you know, this Superman, like this mythical figure.
So it's interesting for you to like pinpoint that because
y'all on the gram holding money to your ear. There's a disconnect. We don't call that money over here.
Like we were saying earlier, the last time you did one of these like kind of real sit downs was around 444 when that had like just happened and just come out. So I'm curious now, like what it's like that it's been some time since that and how you've kind of evolved with those changes and going through that door, like you said.
I'm super proud of the work that I've done and put in and to be able to do that in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
Like most people, you know, they get to, you know, go through their things, you know, very privately. Right?
You took it on tour.
Live every night. It was so healing. 444 to like everything is love. That's a real chapter in life that you know, it got recorded.
Everything is love. You're rapping like really like there's some crazy verses on there where you're just like flowing nuts. Like friends and nice, you know, like.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm a fan of my wife's creativity. She's a monster in the studio. She can hear like a sound off of like a drum 8 months prior and be like, what happened to that drum that was, remember that song? I'm like, no. And she'll pull out a drum sound that's like needed for that moment. You know what I mean? Like she's a great producer. So when you're around that type of talent, it's just like, again, you know, you're in that type of energy, you know, people bringing music and, you know, it's just a vibe. So those verses were just crafted because we were just having a good time.
It feels like you and her are in a real creative zone too right now. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the last couple albums she's put out, I've noticed your name in the liner notes a lot too. Like I can kind of picture you like in the studio flowing like Unicorn is the uniform you put on, you know?
Yeah.
When we're talking about putting on for the culture, what does it mean to you to be at the helm of a cultural event so important as the Super Bowl?
I think everyone should experience music in its totality. And for a lot of years, it was only one side of music that was being represented.
Yeah.
And we got the opportunity to create a more balanced idea of what popular music is today.
Yeah.
I'm not going out on a limb. It's the most famous people in the world.
Statistically supported.
It's like, I'm not like, I didn't pick like the indie artists that I really like from Portland. The #1 streamed artist in the world. Him.
It's crazy that I think last year was still like the first solo rap act, which is crazy to say that last year was that. Was that a hard one to get across the board?
Not without conversations that was like dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, the stats show Kendrick broke the audience record.
Yep.
It's not rocket science. It's like this is the music of our time. And it should be represented on the biggest stage because these are some of the, I'm not saying they're the only artists, right? Obviously, other artists would be offended.
Yeah.
But I think that was the right choice.
As a rapper, first and foremost, and being one of the pillars of contemporary rap, I would have to imagine that you got a special kick out of watching that show, though, in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brave. I thought what he did was brave.
Facts.
And it speaks to who he is as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
He could have made it a little easy on himself.
Just aesthetically and like what the
No. Aesthetically, it was beautiful. It was flawless. The
Yeah.
artistic choice to play
The new album.
Yeah.
was a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And brave in front of that big of an audience. Because even if 10 million people know some of these songs, there's 120 million people that's like, what is he doing? And as an artist, to stand up there and do it and complete your vision was like, I had to tip my hat. Like, I have a high respect for him already. But like, even more, my respect was like, he's really about what he say he's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this only as a participant in.
You don't have to give a disclaimer first.
Well, I'm just saying, as someone who was part of probably the genre's biggest rap beef.
Well, until now.
As a spectator, what did you think of the 2024 back and forth between him and Drake?
I'm gonna have an answer you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like. That's presumptuous. I think that, look, there was 4 pillars of hip hop. There are 4 pillars of hip hop, right?
Yep.
There's breakdancing.
Yep.
And it's graffiti.
Yep.
There's DJing and battling.
Yep.
Breakdance is not at the forefront of rap anymore. It's actually an Olympics sport.
It's crazy.
So that's dead. Graffiti.
Yeah.
Beautiful. In certain places.
Yeah.
And even in like, major art and like Keith Haring.
Yeah.
And Basquiat, actually, the street artist.
Yeah.
Took it to a next level. It's not part of hip hop. DJing. The DJ was in the forefront. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
You don't even know the DJ for half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ? I have no idea. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That no longer exists. And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement. And I love the sparring and the music you get. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it. They almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what he makes, no matter what he says. And it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing. And it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth.
Yeah, I can see his point, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a participant in the whole beef between Drake and Kendrick. And I knew out the gate when I saw Kendrick, when I first heard about Kendrick and I started listening to Kendrick, I was like, boy, this dude here tough. You hear me? And then when I started looking at it, when it became a 1v1 Kendrick versus Drake, I was like, listen, bro, if we talking lyrical, we talking all that, Kendrick finna destroy Drake 1000%. Now, of course, I see what Jay-Z's point of view in regards to now you bringing in children, you're bringing in kids. Keep that shit out. Keep that shit over there, dog. Keep all that shit over there, homie. Keep it over there. Keep all that bullshit over there. But just like everybody else, we love the drama. We love the beef. We wanna tag in. We wanna give our piece. We wanna give our thoughts on what's going on. But at the end of the day, I like both Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I listen to both of them. I like their music. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle that I was on or who I thought was going to win. There's no, hey, for Drake, nigga, it's all Kendrick. No, I still listen to Drake music. Still listen to Kendrick Lamar music. Even when Jay-Z and Nas had their thing, guess what? I still listen to Jay-Z and Nas. Listen to both of them. But just in that time, you pick it aside like, hey, man, listen. I know just based off of speculation, I see who probably gonna win. And I was right. Just like with the Pusha T and Drake. There was a size like, hey, listen, Drake might got this one. I think Drake go get this one. Drake might get Pusha T. So it's you picking a side because it's a 1v1. Who do you think gonna win? And you just pick a side. But I think what he's saying in regards to this, people took it too far. They took that shit too fucking far. They came to, I hate Drake, or I hate Kendrick, them niggas suckers, all the extra shit. Like, man, listen, bro, just keep it about music, man. Keep it about music. Let the shit do what it do. Let the art form show who's really pulling the streams, who's really like that, who can really get the numbers up there, who's the better artist. Like, just keep it there. That's it. Just keep it there. So I agree with him in that aspect.
where the fallout lands,
Mhm.
especially on like, on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, I sound like the old guy wagging the finger. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing. And, you had the battle and it was fun and then you moved on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now,
hey man, I'm gonna need y'all to really start like real talk. I really want to address this because y'all doing too much. I really need y'all to stop just pinning people as something that y'all have not yet proved. I need y'all to stop pinning people and judging them in the court of public opinion when you don't have any concrete evidence. Fuck what your intuition is telling you about. Fuck what your gut is telling you about. If you can't see it, there's no hard evidence, if there's no video footage of the shit happening, you can't just sit there and put that shit on somebody. Because when you start doing that, now guess what? You gotta put yourself in that same position. What if somebody lied on you? What if somebody lied on you and said some bullshit about you that you didn't do? And now you got to do time for somebody who lied on you, knowing damn well you didn't touch them. That's the shit that I'm talking about. Y'all got to stop doing that. If you never touched anybody or if you never seen anybody do anything to you, whatever the case may be, stop just putting labels on people that y'all ain't got no evidence of, dog. It don't matter whose name in the files, bro. Do you see pictures? Do you see evidence? Do you see anything? Whoopi Goldberg's name was in the fucking files. Does that mean that she done anything? No. Y'all hear somebody's talking points, and next thing you know, you run with, oh, well, the name was in the files. Oh, you're a pedophile. Oh my God. No. Get the hard evidence first. Get the information, get the concrete evidence, get the video footage, and then that you can prove, and then we can have that conversation. Stop just putting labels on people. Stop doing that shit. And it's not the fact that I'm trying to defend him or anything, and that's such. I'm defending the fact of, nigga, bro, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. It's not you're guilty until proven innocent. No, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. Simple. That's crazy.
It's just like every day they're just trying
they're
to
still talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song I like.
Okay, I pray to God. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. Do what you do, bro. You continue to keep putting a label on somebody that you can't prove, that you have no evidence of. You continue to keep doing that. Do your thing. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't subscribe to that at all. I don't subscribe to that at all.
Like this, it's like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Interesting.
I hate that I have this point of view. I do, because I know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like.
That's fair.
I hate it. It's just how I feel about it.
Well, it even kind of extended to you, right? Because people.
That's a fair assessment, though. That's kind of a fair assessment because people are extremists nowadays. You got people putting labels on individuals when they don't have no concrete evidence. They just say people are something that because they heard another favorite person say it, or they just have a disdain for a person, so they're gonna call them something just because they heard it on MSNBC or they heard it on Fox News. Then all of a sudden it must be law, it must be true because they heard about it. Like, stupid. So I agree with him in that sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Let's just enjoy the art, the art of the music, because we got there's so many different artists coming out now. Everybody's on damn near you can find every musician on fucking Spotify. And so I kind of agree with that sentiment.
Made it a personal thing that you chose Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh man, he's choosing the side and he's he's not
like I don't have what do I have to do with that? I chose the guy that was having a monster year. I think it was the right choice.
Word.
It wasn't in some sort of alliance to a battle. I don't.
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like what's that got to do with me?
Word.
Have at it. Have fun. It's almost like not on just me.
Because y'all got to think about it. This is for the business. This is a business. That's a business decision that he's making. When he put Kendrick on there, that's a business decision. Because listen, he's the hottest. He's the top dude. He's the hottest guy right now. The streaming numbers are at the sky high right now. Running. It don't make no sense to put anybody else up there right now but Kendrick Lamar. And pretty much the same thing with Bad Bunny, right? Even though we disagree with, him wearing dresses and shit and all of that extra shit they got going on, that's beside the point. He was the hottest thing smoking. So why not put him at the forefront right now and for the halftime show? Why not? So I agree. It's a smart business decision at the end of the day.
By the way, they drag everybody in it. Like everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But like, what the fuck? Like what? I'm fucking Jay-Z. or due respect to him. I'm fucking Hov. Dude, respectfully. Like for what? To what end?
Yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened at Lexington TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Myth Fleek, what is the Myth Fleek slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your hat. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was like,
pick a side.
Well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I can clearly.
But my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny one mic,
Like I want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I ain't supporting them.
Word.
Yeah.
That's fair, man. Shout out to Jay-Z, dog. Shout out to Jay-Z, dog. One of the GOATs of music, of the rap game, bro. One of the dopest people to ever do it. You can't take that away from him, no matter how you feel about him, no matter your disdain for him. You can't take that away from him at all, bro. You feel me? So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit that bell notification. Don't forget to become an ENG member. Memberships are up, so make sure you tap in, become a member of the ENG community, as well as that's pretty much it.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
All right, so let's go. Let's keep this train moving, bro. Let's keep this train moving. I want to talk about Corey Holcomb, right? There has been a lot of things going on since the beginning of 2026. Beginning of 2026, with the situation between him and Anton, and then Corey Holcomb has just been playing. He just been trying to clean up, damage control, Quality control. Because shit been going down here for him. Losing subscribers, losing live stream viewers, all of this shit, and it ain't looking too good. Losing gigs, just not looking too good for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much it's hurting his money. I don't know how much if it's actually hurting his pockets or anything like that. Not trying to count his pockets or anything like that, but just looking at the situation from the outside looking in, it seems like it's going down. But I could be 110% wrong. But he just did a recent video, a recent live stream, and he was going in on YouTubers. He was going in on YouTubers, ironically, right? So we're going to dissect, we're going to dive in, and then I will give my thoughts and opinions on it. So let's go ahead and rock out.
Somebody who trying to
spelling it cutesy. Okay.
Maybe that's how mom spelled it, because a lot of times the sisters give you the name that they, because my son's name is Eric, and it's spelled E-Y-R-K, E-R-Y-K. I was like, that's that trying too hard shit.
All the other little kids are like, no, you're spelling your name wrong.
Right. There she go with her hair.
That's cute. With
Okay,
the
let's
gray
give it
hair.
here.
Yeah. There she go. Hold on before you play it. Wait till I say play it, but let me know when it's queued up. This is what I want to say. You know, there are a lot of people who wonder what Corey Holcomb's weekends are like.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to let you know, I am so blessed for my weekends. When I go work, my weekends are productive. And I'm proud of that because I put a lot of work in. And there's a lot of people who may not understand what they're up against as they come against me. And, you know, I get it. You've been assigned to try to come against me. Okay. But, you know, while you sit at home and type and think of little bit shit to say, this is what my weekends are like. Y'all got a video of when I was in Kansas City. Could you play that? Kansas City, Missouri. This is what my weekends are like. Hey, keep it real with me. Keep it real with me. Hey, what's the show funny?
Good, yeah.
I'm proud of that. We have solid following. Shows are good. Because I'm a stand-up comedian above all this shit.
Right.
And not just a regular stand-up comedian. I'm one of the strongest.
So let me ask y'all a question. Why do you feel as if you need to validate yourself? If you've been in the game this long as a comedian, right? You've been in the game this long as a comedian, and your weekends are great. Your weekends are phenomenal. Why do you feel as if you need to validate that for us? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. From the outside looking in, it looked like you forced that video. Like, man, look, let me show the people who've been hating on me, who've been talking about me, who've been in my comments. They've been chopping up in the comments. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do a video, and look, I'm gonna ask everybody. Listen, y'all, when I play the video, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Did y'all like the show? Was it funny? What you validating it for? That does not take away. Listen, fam. Listen, bro. That does not make you look any better from the situation that happened between you and Anton, bro. At all. At all.
Feel good performing in front of the people, because these days they're like, what's up with Corey? Is he you still got it? And I'm gonna bring it. I'm not finna fold. So if it's one thing I could stand on is being solid as a comedian. What's happening, D?
Wild News Channel put it best. He said, can't stop the streets.
What
Can't
streets?
stop the streets.
What streets? What you talking about?
I agree. And my material is street proof.
What they got to do with YouTube?
Let me say that again. Corey Holcomb's material is street proof, which is the only reason my power is hard to bring down. Bro,
what the fuck you, bro?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's for the algorithm. Little mark ass motherfucking little punk ass boys. You can't stop the power of the strongest comedian in the game. The comedian who you want to hold up over me will tell you, oh, Corey Holcomb, he's a monster.
What is your? I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand something. What does your comedian career got to do with YouTube? What does it got to do with YouTube? That's what I'm trying to understand right now.
He's a monster on stage. And when I was in Kansas City, I was all like, oh, shit. Here we go. KC. I'm up against the Chiefs because the quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, was hurt. This is their first time not making the playoffs. Travis Kelce dating a high-waisted woman.
What does that mean?
When he rub her and get her off, he just rubbed the front of her stomach. I know that thing up front. Was I quit? I'm back. What'd I say? Do the fucking avatar. I like that hat. Oh, thanks. Should do a show for Triton College. Bernie Mac stamped. Corey got on that Beyoncé formation hat. Fuck y'all, man. What's her name? Juniper Joe? I'm there in front. It's at the bottom of the screen right there.
Oh, right there, Jupiter Joe.
I'm there in the front. Hilarious show. Press that up. Is that girl who was right up front? Oh, I think that's the young girl. I think she was there with her mom. If that is who I'm talking about, her and her mom were very attractive. And the other lady at that table. Was that you? Where your mom was sitting behind you, Juniper Joe?
Let's see. She's going to reply.
I love doing shows where guys have conservative ladies with them and they look like this, D.
Oh, demure.
Then after a while, they just...
Skin color.
With her mom at the... This world has changed, Darlene. And I'm talking about in the last 6 months. I'm talking about there's a shift in the world that has become very concerning. I don't know what I'm going to do about my YouTube because the algorithm in my YouTube is some of the music that I look up.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, I'll get some information about Stoic principles because I've clicked on that before.
Okay.
But do you know what my algorithm mainly consists of?
No, what?
Gossipy bitch niggas.
Well, maybe.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Had you been practicing on your art, you know your way in the dark. Silence. Silence.
Sir. Corey. Big dog. Corey Holcomb. Fam. You do realize you just told on yourself, right? You do realize you just told on yourself. Let me break this down for you real quick, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let me break this down for you real quick. You know how you just said you click on music that you like to see, you know, historical things that you click on. It pops up because you watched a recent video or something like that. And then you say the majority of the things that pop up on your feed is the bullshit. Is the gossip. Sir, you do realize in order for it to pop up, you got to click on the shit, right? YouTube then feeds that to you because you watch the bullshit, right? So that's a you problem. If you don't want to see the bullshit, stop clicking on the bullshit. You can either say not interested or don't show. You can tell YouTube not to show you specific videos. You can easily right click that and say, hey, not interested. Do not show this.
Maybe it's attached because of the one guest. I don't know.
What is the one guest? Oh, that too. But this is what I'm saying.
that's
It's
probably
not
what
just that.
I was gonna say that's probably what connected it though and started it though.
When I look at the state of Black YouTube, I'm ashamed.
Why?
We only tear each other down, and this is what I'm saying. Let me make sure I make the difference. Like 50 Cent and T.I., they going at it, right?
Yeah.
It's different because they're both titans. 50 Cent is good at what he does when it comes to trolling people. T.I. is a great rapper. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These people are certified, if you ask me. So if something has happened between 50 and T.I., all I do is pray that it just turns into something where later on in life, they be like, yeah, we was going at it at one time, but we good now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying when I say that?
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I'm saying. This is where I feel like YouTube. Wait a minute, who's that? They say, what they say? What they say for the $10? For me to interrupt what I'm saying, this must be important. Because somebody is telling the truth. Courtney, you was looking good in Kansas. Thanks for the video shout out. Who is that? Gina? Is that who is that? Put her face up there. I'm trying to see because like I was looking at the people in Kansas City. It was so many beautiful, beautiful women. And I never really say that as much, but I'm talking about like at my shows, it be some beautiful women. I'd be like, wow. Where's that sister? Oh, I think I remember that sister. I don't know if that's her. Because I only glance at them as I'm on stage. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But thank you, sister, for saying that, and you can get it. If you find a way to get to me. Take a chance and just pop up somewhere. You can get it. Juniper Joe. I think she was sitting literally right in the front with her mom behind her.
And she did say she
what up, Casey Mo?
She said that.
And she was also with
that's what you meant.
two other very attractive women. And when I say very attractive women, Darlene, you don't hear me say this all the time. I'm talking about Juniper Joe. She was attractive, had a
Stupid.
Talk about that later. Remember I said, Corey, what was you say you're going to talk about that later? I want to talk about this YouTube thing. Listen, unfortunately, YouTube does not allow OnlyFans models to flood the algorithm, meaning like women who aren't afraid to show their body. Did you hear what I said first? I said, unfortunately.
Mm.
Because if the internet was flooded with OnlyFans models who showed their body and didn't do good, it would still be something worth looking at.
Yeah.
You just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a woman. Let me look at her. Okay, that's good to look at. YouTube is full of gossipy men who fail at YouTube. And this is what's even sadder about these gossipy men who fail at YouTube. This is what's worse. They use pictures of the people everybody want to watch and see. So let me get this right. You failed in school. You failed in the real world at a job. So if you know what you're doing with YouTube,
That's
you
not
can make
fact,
money.
Chavez. That's not a fact.
If you know what you're doing. And if you
That's not a fact at all, man. Everything that y'all do, everything that we see is gonna be somebody putting somebody's face up on the screen. There's movies, there's news, people's faces gonna be up on it. When you talk about reactionary videos, those are reactionary videos to give their own opinions and thoughts about what people are saying. That's what that is. He don't understand YouTube, but yet he the same motherfucker that's on YouTube talking about YouTubers. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. How the fuck are you on YouTube but you talking shit about YouTubers? It don't make sense. That don't make sense to me at all. Yet you the same nigga that's talking about the black community, talking about, oh man, I hate to see the black community, but you the same nigga that put Anton on a shirt and his wife and his kid. You put him on a shirt and you sit up here talking about woe is me. This black community. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Okay, see? See, now you found yourself a nigga. You was looking for a nigga? Nigga here now, see?
Okay. Make it make sense to me, dog. What are you talking about? Oh, my bad, Chavez. My bad, bro. I thought you was saying facts. My bad. My apologies, bro. My apologies. Who is this Frank Sinatra? Boy, you gave up, but yet and still you over here in my comments talking to me, my nigga. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. You being a gossip girl in the comments talking shit to me. You over here talking to me, Mr. Frank Sinatra. Make it make sense to me. That shit don't make no sense, bruh. See, that's your problem. See, listen, Frank Sinatra. It's okay that you're gay, bro. You ain't got to put that up on me, dog, because you insecure about who you are in yourself. It's okay that you a pillow biter, bruh. It's all right, big dog. You ain't got to put that on me. You don't got to put that on me, homie. You don't got to put that on me, dog. I get it. You can't get no girls, but you get them lady boys. You like them lady boys, huh? That's what you like. You probably a passport, bro. You go over there to Thailand, you get buzzed down for a real one because you like biting pillows, because you a pillow biter. Frank Sinatra, if this is my life and I make money off of it, why the fuck would you be tripping off of it? See how stupid you sound? So make it make sense to me. You said this is my life, right? And I make money off of it. Okay, so what's wrong with me making money off of this shit? Now, it would make sense if I was doing this and I don't make money off of it. Then you can say something. But if I make money off of it, see how stupid you sound? See how dumb you sound? See, it don't make sense to you do it. Because you a pillow biter. You a pillow biter.
You got the it to necessarily pull it off. How much of a failure must you be to start your video off with a picture of a person who hasn't failed And you still fail at YouTube.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question, chat. Let me ask y'all a question. So you got, I'm gonna play two sides here. Oh, let me read this comment before I ask this question. So Frank Sinatra said, "You don't have a real job, and this is what your life has come to. You don't make real money, bro. Before real 100 a month, not money, bro." Okay, cool. Appreciate you, big dog. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now let's get to this. Let's get to this right here. So this is the one side. You got a celebrity. You got somebody who was in Hollywood. You got a comedian that's well known, right? Well known group of people that rock with him. A lot of people watch that movie, so he's gained a community of people who watch him and follow him in everything that he does, correct? That's one side. That's one side. So you got a group of people over here. Now, because you may not be getting as many gigs, or you may not be in as many big time movies, so you decide to create a podcast. Mind you, you still have a group of people that follow you, that know who you are. So you already have a fan base that's already built in from the foundation of you being on movies and doing comedy stand-up. You decide to go to YouTube, the very thing that you are on right now, talking shit about other YouTubers about. You are on this platform, and yet, you ain't even at 1 million subscribers yet. As a comedian, as a celebrity that already had a fan base, you ain't even at 1 million subscribers yet. But yet you over here talking about this other person who had to start from zero. Nobody knew. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. He had to get this shit out the mud from YouTube. That means being consistent on a consistent basis, showing up, building a following, building a community and a fan base of people from YouTube, not because he was an actor before, not because he was doing stand-up comedy, not because he was playing sports, not because anything outside of YouTube. Nobody knew who the fuck this person was, but they built their shit from the ground the fuck up, and you're telling them that they failed. Sir, do you understand what you're saying right now? You should be at 1 million subscribers plus right now as a person who already had a fan base coming into the YouTube space. How does that work? How does it work? Make it make sense to me. But yeah, you over here trying to defend yourself. Because last time I checked, let me make it make sense. Let me make it make sense. If I'm a person who didn't like the people that's on YouTube, or I had a disdain for people on YouTube, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I wouldn't use the platform. I wouldn't. Why would I do that? If I know that there are people over there that I dislike, I don't like the whole algorithm, I don't like how that shit rocking out, I will remove myself from the space. I would not get on it. I would not do live streams. I would not post videos. I would not deal with YouTube at all. But yet you on here doing the same exact thing that the other people that you claim are doing. You're doing the same exact shit. The same exact thing. And mind you, a lot of people are doing far better numbers than you're doing, and they never had a celebrity. They were never a celebrity before. So who's really the failure in the YouTube space? Regardless, that ain't got shit to do with you being a millionaire. The amount of money that you made ain't got nothing to do with none of that. We talking about you and what you said in regards to somebody being a failure in the YouTube space. You're supposed to have 400,000 plus individuals as subscribers. You're supposed to have that already. So what? So you ain't saying nothing. And then for who is this? Frank Sinatra, Corey been a millionaire. The fuck you talking about? How many millions you got? Don't worry, I'll wait. See, that's why you need to use your ears, Mr. Frank Sinatra. Because you too busy pillow biting. You too busy pillow biting and screaming because somebody's bending you backwards. You can't hear what I said. I said 1 million subscribers. I ain't say nothing about his money and how much money he's making. I don't count his pockets. I'm not counting his money. But you too worried. You too focused on, oh man, listen, I want Corey to bend me backwards. So I'm gonna tell him, look, you're a millionaire. How much millions you got? I'll wait. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't talking about this man's pockets. I'm talking about his money. I'm talking about his subscriber count. I'm reacting to what he said in regards to being a failure in the YouTube space. That's what we talking about. We ain't talking about his money.
This has got to be the worst thing in the world. There are people who consistently put a picture up of somebody who hasn't failed, and they fail.
That's stupid. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. They put the videos of the people, they put your face up there, especially reactionary videos. Why? Because you probably did some stupid shit. You said some stupid shit that went viral, so people want to react to it. Why? Because now when they come across and they're scrolling, they see that shit pop up. Oh, what the fuck did Corey say? He said some crazy shit. I want to hear what the fuck he said. And I want to hear the person who's reacting to it. I want to hear what their thoughts are on what the fuck he said. Sir, I'm gonna need you to figure it out. I'm gonna need you to get your shit together, old man. I'm gonna need you to get your shit together, bro. If you're gonna be on this YouTube space, I'm gonna need you to at least understand it. The same very person that you say failed, right? The people that you talking about failed, that's talking about you, right? You had a person that was on your platform a few months ago in the beginning of 2026 that does reactionary videos on multiple different topics. They have their face on the they have their face on the thumbnail, as well as the person that may be the main topic or whatever video that went viral that he's gonna discuss in the video. He has them on there. Over 1 million subscribers, over 1 million views, right? And there are many other reactionary video, many other content creators who do the exact same thing, and they got a ton of subscribers because they want to hear what they got to say about the viral video. It's almost like reporting news. Oh, some shit happened in news, breaking news. So guess what they have? They go and have a newscast. They go and have a reporter who is on the news. You know, it's kind of like how the YouTube streets work. They hear some viral shit. People try to jump on that shit as quick as can. They try to be the first one at the scene so they can talk about it, so that way they can get the ratings up the highest. So therefore, that's exactly how reaction videos work. So somebody get there, boom. Oh shit, I want to hear what happened. I want to hear from their point of view because they're there on the scene, so they can get the views off of what you said. Because hey, let's be real, you may be feeding the streets because you saying crazy shit. People are gonna react to it, and people react, and people go and listen to other reactionary videos because they, for whatever reason, they may do it because they like the person's voice. They may do it because the person is attractive, or because they provide the entertainment with the value, or because they look at it from a business perspective, or they look at it from a money perspective. Whatever perspective that they look at it from, they want to hear it from that person. That's how it works. Just why people come to the Corey Holcomb show, they hear you, but you're talking about other topics as well, so they want to hear what you got to say about it. What you're talking about. And the reason that you're able to put your face alone, sir, the reason you're able to only put your face is because you already had a fan base. People know who you are before there was a YouTube. That's why. Bugging. It's crazy.
This is my channel. No, it's not your channel. You use pictures of people. Of course, now they'll take an AI picture of you, D.
Oh, yeah.
They'll take an AI picture of somebody who's famous, who's found a way. and put that picture up there so they can stay on there longer, because YouTube is getting rid of a lot of AI. A lot of AI stuff gets filtered off in some of these things.
Yes, they're getting rid of AI because a lot of people have a lot of faceless accounts. They use faceless content. They're trying to get rid of that. They're trying to dial in on that shit. So that's what they're talking about. Using AI thumbnails is not what they're cracking down on. Because there are many people who use it, but they also put their face in the thumbnail as well. Because the reason you want to put your face in the thumbnail along with the person that you're talking about is because it brings that familiarity. Okay, this is the same person. They continue to keep seeing your face. They continue to keep seeing your face. Over time, they were like, oh shit, I keep seeing this dude. Oh, I keep seeing this chick. I want to see what they're talking about. I want to go over there and check out their channel. That's why. And then over time, they build a community of people. They build a community like the ENG community. They build it up. That's what they do, because they build it from ground zero. Their shit ain't gonna pop off as fast as you think because they don't already have an audience with them, big dog. Come on, man. Keep up.
But I'm saying, like, how do you fail as an algorithm whore and you got the picture up of the people that's popping? You know what that means? That means your commentary isn't worth nothing.
And some people are really good at it, though. You go, oh, okay, they had it. They have the charisma.
I just don't understand how but look, attention.
Let me see something.
There are some people who would not have no attention. The 92 people who watch their video gives them the drive to keep talking because somebody's listening. I get it. It's a lonely world. It's a lonely, lonely world. And some of these guys, you can tell they don't have that it where when they're in the world, they can pull the type of beautiful things that somebody who popping can pull. Let me make sure I say that right. There are men in this world who can come out in two-tone cowboy hats and still win. But there are men in this world who, no matter what,
I'm trying to see something real quick, y'all. I want to see something. I want to see something real quick. Interesting. I'm trying to understand something. Because it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Okay. Let me break this down for you. Because now it gotta start making sense to me. I want to show y'all something. I'm just gonna use this person as a reference. Now I want y'all to see something. I'm gonna show y'all something, and I want the chat to show. I want the chat to tell me, what do y'all see? Because mind you, he said that he popping, he big dogging it out here. He said other YouTubers are out this bitch failing. So I want to see something. Mind you, take into consideration what I'm about to show you. Corey Holcomb. Mind you, keep in mind, he was a celebrity before YouTube, stand-up comedian, right? And this other person I'm going to show you, they weren't a celebrity before this. They didn't have any stand-up community. They didn't have a fan base or anything before they got on YouTube, right? Now, just so now that I set the stage, let's look at something real quick. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that, right? Now, that's 479,000 subscribers. I still gotta learn. I mean, I still ain't learn how to. Let me see if I'm able to do the zoom in. Cause I don't know why it won't work when I tried to do it last time. I don't know how to zoom in on that shit. Ooh, hold up. I might. Give me a second. Y'all see that? $479,000 subscribers. 479,000 subscribers. This is Corey Holcomb. He said he popping. Now, let's go over here to the other. Let's go over here to the other one. Take this off. $832,000 subscribers. Mind you, he got 818 videos. Mr. Holcomb got 1,000 videos. Views gain. Don't take these numbers as law, because you know what I'm saying, it's not always accurate. Don't take those numbers as law. Over 1 million. So I'm trying to understand something here. Where you popping at? That's all I'm trying to. I'm just trying to get an understanding. I just want to get an understanding of what's going on out here in these streets. That's all I want to know. Where you popping at? Now I can't. Now again, because I know a lot of people come in, but what about you, nigga? You only at 2,000. Well, that's because I'm in the mud right now, big dog. I'm building right now. We're in building mode. We're in building phase right now. That's why I'm here. So yes, this is how it's supposed to go. But I'm still gonna talk my talk regardless. Even if I was at 500, because there was a point I was at 0, but I'm at 2,000, and in a couple months I'm gonna be at 3,000, and then we're gonna continue to keep running it up. Oh, you can't hear Corey? All right, give me a second.
It's popping for you.
Can you hear now?
Some of us put in work. Some of us have fortune. Darlene, when she was young. I mean, I'm just giving it to you real.
Okay.
When Darlene was young, she stood out enough where the great Ice-T chose her and combined forces with her, put her on his album covers.
Pearl S covers.
Do you know how many bitches wish they could do that?
2 covers, right? Huh?
2 covers. That's right. Do you know how many of these women out here in the algorithm don't like you because they will never be on nobody album cover because they not built to be on an album cover. Even with the wig they wear like it's theirs.
Let me see. Let me check one more person. I just gotta go look at this person. Let me go over there. I gotta check one more person. Let's check somebody else. MTR. He's another reactionary. He does reaction videos. He's crushing Corey Holcomb. Crushing Corey Holcomb. Crushing Corey Holcomb. He's at 906,000 subscribers. Over 1 million views. Over 1 million. What was Corey's rank? What was Corey's subscriber rank? So his subscriber rank is 141,000. That's his subscriber rank. MTR's rank is 74,000. Angry Man's is 81. So I'm trying to understand, and mind you, that's not even talking about all the other reactionary videos, other people who do reaction videos. So I'm trying to understand what he's talking about in regards to who's popping, because I want to make something very clear. Just like you at one point, Mr. Corey Holcomb, I'm pretty sure there was a time where you started your career in stand-up comedy where you weren't popping. You didn't have a lot of people coming to your shows. Nobody knew who the fuck you were at one point. Nobody knew who you were, but you had to continue to keep showing the fuck up and continue to keep performing until people started to notice you and people started to see you and like, hey man, this dude actually funny. Like, this nigga is funny. So more and more people started to hear about you and they started to come watch you. And then over time, you built the fan base. YouTube works the exact same way. You can't talk shit as somebody comparing yourself to other subscribers, other people who had to build their shit up out the mud, who wasn't a celebrity before, and they're killing you in subscriber counts. This shouldn't even be a conversation that you should be having right now. You should be going crazy with the numbers, but you're not. And we just talking subscriber count. But I digress, bro.
They will never pop like that. The only thing they've done to get attention is talk about the people that's popping. Darlene, you've been in movies just because of your association with the brother Ice-T. Am I right?
Very cool. Yes, that was very.
No matter what, there was a time in your life where you was living on a mansion on Sunset. Am I right?
Yes. 2 mansions, one lower and then one higher. Yeah.
You said 2 mansions. Don't be shy.
I'm telling you, I am
Darlene,
very grateful, and I cherish my. Yeah.
What you have accomplished. I'm talking about most of the algorithm whores would give their right and left leg to accomplish that. I seen this fat bitch comic. I know she want her name to be part of this so bad, but it'll never be part of this. Get your baby, bitch. Get your baby, bitch. I know who you are. We'll never say your trash ass name. It ain't a man in this world gonna give you an album cover. Now, I ain't gonna lie. He might give you some money to go up against another black woman in court, which I know about that, but we ain't gonna even get into that because it's too many haters. Darlene, these people who come at you talking about what you supposed to say and all that, I'm telling you, nobody will ever put them in mansions. They won't even put them in mentions.
Boy, this nigga here doing mean ass quality control. At the end of the day, bro, I apparently he just still don't understand YouTube. And what he don't understand as well is that a lot of his subscribers come from the fact that he was already a celebrity, bro. So that don't even count. If we want to be honest about it, it's like, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. A lot of your subscriber count, they rocking with you only because of the simple fact that they know you as a comedian. If you weren't a comedian or you weren't a celebrity, I guarantee you wouldn't be talking that same talk. It's a fact. Nobody would want to hear what Corey Holcomb has to say. If you want me to be 110% honest with you, and they ain't a shot at you, just saying, you already had a leg up by being a celebrity and a stand-up comedian. But if nobody knew you, you had to you had to get it out the mud just like everybody else has to. Now, everybody has their own time frame on when they shit gonna pop off. Everybody's different. It's gonna pop off quicker than others for some people, and some other people it's gonna take a little bit longer. But eventually they get there. We don't know how long it took you to pop off when you became a stand-up comedian, and we don't know how long it took you after being a comedian to pop off in the movies. It is what it is. So you should instead of you trying to, I guess defend yourself in the sense of, oh, niggas ain't popping like me. They ain't popping like me. Niggas out here failing in YouTube. The only way you're gonna fail on YouTube is if you quit. That's the only way you're gonna fail on YouTube is if you quit. And a lot of people do quit because they just don't have the wherewithal. They just say, listen, man, I don't got the time to do it. Or they may have gone so hard to the point where they just kind of drain themselves out. They didn't pace themselves. Be like that. It happens. Just as many people have quit acting. Many people have quit stand-up comedy because it was too much for them. So I think you coming at this the wrong way. But hey, you just made some great content. You just made some great content for people to react to. So you're doing the right thing by saying crazy stuff to stay in the algorithm so people gonna continue to keep talking about you. But the minute you stop saying crazy shit, ain't nobody gonna be talking about you no more. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And he said hard to hard to train. Chill, bro. But if you stop saying crazy shit, nobody's gonna be talking about you no more. It is what it is. They're gonna move on to something else. They're gonna find somebody else that says some crazy shit, or they'll find another celebrity, or they'll find something in the news, or they'll find something in the money. Whatever it is, they'll find something to talk about because something always popping off every single day. So, hey, do what you do. But hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification, dog.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, we still gotta we 100 away from the super chat goal, and we $50 away from the Cash App goal. And also don't forget to join the ENG community. Like I said, I dropped the prices in the tiers, man, because I think it was at like $2, $4, and $5, but I dropped it down to 99 cents, $1.99, and $2.99. So to make it easier and more accessible for y'all. So make sure you become part of the ENG community. All right. So I do have one more topic that I want to touch on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little since we already being messy. Since we already being messy, we gonna continue to keep on being messy. We gonna talk about. Well, before we get there, give me a second. Before we get there. All right. Gotta take a brief intermission because your boy gotta use the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to this music while I do that. Yeah. We kicking this thing off. All right, so y'all ready to move on to the next topic, man? Y'all ready to move on to the next topic, dog? Like I said, we're gonna keep it messy. So I want to go to this this fatty. I'm gonna move over here to the fatty team fatty. So there was a video that they posted that it was Melanin Legacy. Shout out to Melanin. Love, I think her name is Love Beautiful Lie. So they both were going at it in regards to what a 304 looks like and how Melanin was presenting herself, and Love was basically saying that she was a hypocrite. And then Daylin, y'all know who Daylin is. You know, she be over there on Anton channel on the Room 9 on the Q&A show. She had some things to say too. And so Melanin was just pretty much going back and forth with both of them. So we're gonna dive in, then we're gonna give our thoughts and opinions. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out.
You are walking outside with your mom or your sister or your best friend, and a man turns to her and says, "Damn, you are a." Oh, no, please, let me finish. Love, don't do it. Love, don't do it. Love, don't do it. Don't do it. The question, there wasn't a question. You said it depends. When that man calls the woman that you love, adore, your friend, do you take it as an insult or something negative, or you say, "What do you mean by that, sir?" Because it depends. Oh, you call her. Is that positive or negative? Like, what is the perception that you have when he calls?
I would say, sir, how are you hating from outside the club and you can't even get in? The
What?
only time I've seen a man call a woman a hoe is because he can't get no play from that woman, and he wants to.
Hey, Love, did you answer the question, Love?
That women don't want men to care about them. That type of response, men shouldn't even care about the state of women at all with that type of response. Because if you think that they're trying to hold women accountable because they can't get in,
the top button of your shirt on purpose for what? And we're in a conversation.
No, this has nothing. My shirt's been the same. My shirt's been the same the whole stream. This isn't about me, but you can have your opinion because I dress the way I want to dress. I dress the way I want to dress, and I do what I want to do. Yes, they do. The point is that men shouldn't care anything.
Hey, one second, because I don't like this. Hey, Love. If being a hoe is not negative, why are you trying to imply that Melanin is doing some old shit? If being a okay, no, but answer the question. Answer the question, please.
And I don't care.
Raw, I got a question for you. Would you want to get her on here on the platform, on the Banter and Barter show? Love Beautiful Lie. Would you want to get her on the platform for a Friday panel?
And I say you're a fat ass. That's
sure.
mean. But if I say you're a little bit overweight, that's an observation. But it's also not my place to comment on your weight.
Oh no,
bro, what the fuck you just?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And I say you're a fat ass. That's
sure.
mean. But if I say you're a little bit overweight, that's an observation. But it's also
sweetheart. Both are observations, but one you just said it differently. If I call you a fat ass, I call you a fat ass because I'm observing you and I see that you're a fat ass. Yeah, you may call it mean, but I observe the fact that you're a fat ass. Just as I could say, hey, you're a little bit overweight. I observed that too. So the way I said it ain't got shit to do with whether it's an observation or not. I observe your body, your fat ass, or you're obese. It's the same difference. What the fuck? Stupidity.
So not my place to comment on your weight.
I appreciate you being
Okay, so love. Now stop there. No, love. Stop there. Stop there. Love. Everybody on the panel, do you guys remember when Love said she wouldn't pass judgment? Everybody.
Hey, hit her up. Ambassador Raw, hit her up. She got an IG on the platform now. Well, right now she got it up there. Hit her up and see if she want to pop up.
Remembers?
Yes.
Did she pass judgment to Melanin by looking at her cleavage right now and put it on a negative light?
Well,
No, you have to.
Her titties look nice.
No, love.
Being hoes and she's presenting herself.
Love, you can bypass my question. Answer my question. You said you didn't pass judgment, and being a depends. Why did you pass judgment and you try to sell that she is displaying some type of old behavior?
My judgment is about the hypocrisy, not the action itself, but the act.
judgment.
You talk one
But that's
thing,
judgment.
but you act
You
like
called her a
that.
hypocrite.
Based off what
That's
she's
where the
saying,
judgment is
okay,
coming
but
in.
based off what
Ain't
you're
nothing
saying, I'm gonna
wrong
go.
with it. I
Based
support
off what you're
women
saying,
dressing
love.
how they
Based
wanna
off what
dress
you're
and
saying,
looking how they
love.
wanna look.
Let's get
Based
to
off
mine.
what you're saying.
Hey, one second. Hey, Melanie, let her land, and then I give you the floor.
Talking first, but okay.
No, it's fine. Let her land. Go ahead, love.
Okay, so
It's a hypocritical thing. It's
okay, so
hypocritical.
so what you're saying,
You
okay,
got
fine.
the
I'm just
stuff
playing.
button,
Okay,
you
fine.
talk
I'm
about
just
other
playing.
women
I will do it
Bruh.
again. Love, I will allow you to land your plane, and as soon as Melanie starts talking, you can't interrupt her whatsoever. So land your plane so Melanie can respond, please.
This is the thing. It's about the hypocrisy. You cannot open your mouth to
Mhm.
judge another woman being a hoe when you're presenting yourself as a hoe. You unbutton the button of your shirt on purpose so men can look at your cleavage.
Is that what you think?
I will stop these again. I will stop these again. You describe as somebody that has casual. Now he's somebody that has a cleavage. So for us, no, stop. You just stop. Hey, stop. No, stop. This is what. Can you stop, please? Can you stop, please? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all having no motherfucking consistency. You came up to explain to us what the hoe was. You said that the hoe was somebody that was having with no intention or nothing. And now, because you are mad at Melanin, being going from having to just having cleavage, you changed the definition.
Okay, if it walks like a dog, if it talks like a dog, if it barks like a dog, it's a dog. So if
She just changed everything.
What? Let it talk long enough. Just let him talk long.
I will say this though, Love talk way too goddamn much. She don't know how to shut her goddamn mouth. She need to learn how to be quiet too. She's too busy talking. Look at her. Look at this shit. Look at her face. Boy, I know that shit's unbearable to talk to. My God.
Okay, so once
Are you fucking done yet?
we're done now. Hey, we're done now. You have the time. So now we're going to do Melanie Interrupted and Love. Please, man. Hey, I'm saying this advance because I don't want to do like I'm saying this advance. Let her land. I'll give you the chance to reply. I promise. Go ahead, Melanie.
So I'm not even going to argue with you about what you're saying because I do have my cleavage out. And that could be interpreted as hoe behavior. So I'm not even going to argue with you about what you're saying. My point is the fact that you're sitting up here, you're trying to talk to men about telling women how they should behave and what they should be doing. What is she saying? If it walks like a duck, barks like a duck, or whatever you said. The point is you're trying to shame men in the fact that they want women to behave a certain type of way when there's nothing wrong with that. They have a right to say, I don't want a woman doing this or I don't want a woman doing that. And regardless of what I say, I still say what I believe is right. So it doesn't matter. And you're never saying nothing when I'm up here with a regular t-shirt on. You're making it sound like I'm up here every stream with my out and I'm not. Where are you at? When I'm in full shirt, wanting to have a actual debate, where are you at when I'm holding women accountable? Where are you at? That's the best you could do. That's the best you could do is bring up
like every other man here.
What'd you say?
The whole point is, if you know what men want, then why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you Why aren't you covering yourself? You're not walking.
That's why are you asking that question? In terms of the opulent six, that point is moot. She's agreeing with you. She definitely told you. She said, listen, I hear you. I'm rocking with you. I understand what you're saying with the cleavage out and everything. I'm presenting myself as a 304. However, what I'm saying is the fact that I'm saying that these men don't like women to dress a certain way. Just because I'm agreeing with that, just because I'm standing on that principle and that point, what they got to do with what I got going on right now? That's crazy. That's just like a person who's smoking cigarettes. Like, hey man, I smoke cigarettes, but hey, I know, man, I know that shit bad for you. I know that shit, it's not good for you. And I tell other men, listen, bro, if you want to make sure, if you want to have good lungs, bro, don't smoke cigarettes. I'm telling you, bro, don't smoke cigarettes. And then you decide to say, well, nigga, how you gonna tell somebody not to smoke cigarettes, but you sitting over there smoking cigarettes? Well, it's because I've been doing it for a long time and I know my lungs is fucked up because I've been doing it. So I'm preventing you from smoking cigarettes so you don't have to fuck up your lungs. What point that's the point that Melanin is making right now. But Love too busy trying to talk and argue. She ain't listening. She too busy trying to talk and run her goddamn mouth instead of be quiet and listen.
You talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk. That's the point. It's hypocritical.
Are we not on a panel to have dialogue and ask questions? So you're mad at my perspective.
You're hypocritical. You say one thing,
you're mad at my perspective.
You're saying one thing and you're doing another. If you know what the perfect woman should be
but
like.
So what? My breasts would be out in a full shirt. My breasts are out in a full shirt. My breasts are out in a full
What's
shirt.
up, Larry?
You're not gonna see my breasts through the shirt.
Girls out to play
with a full shirt on, you're still gonna see my cleavage. With a full
What's up,
shirt on,
Larry?
no
How you
cleavage
doing?
out, you're still gonna see them.
You wouldn't, Melanin.
I don't want to button them. I don't want to button them though. But
And that's the thing about Melanin too, bro. She ain't gonna stand down, bro. She is not gonna stand down. It don't matter. She ready. You can, boy.
I don't want to though. So now what? I don't want to. I don't want to.
Wait, 1 second. I have a last question for me, and then the ladies can got it, then we close it up. Hey, Love.
I love Melanin. I swear to God.
It's totally fine. So, Love, when you were on IG saying that you were a side chick, right? Remember that post that you did on IG?
I didn't know.
You know what? I need to find me a hyena meme.
Okay. We're going. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
Willingly. I didn't do it knowingly. He lied.
So that's what we're going to do.
He lied. No, that's the truth. He lied.
That's what
you must have not listened to the whole thing because I said he lied to me. If I would have known, I would have never been in that relationship. But go ahead. What's the other question that you have?
Wild in this, all right.
My question is this: if you said that religion is wrong for trying to control women, and then you make a statement that it looks like you're shaming women about them being sexual or being sexual in nature, don't you agree with the church? If please 1 second, just 1 second, I promise. Love, 1 second, Love, 1 second. No, please, Love, Love, I'll give you the opportunity, Love. Love, I will give you the opportunity. Love, I will give you the opportunity, Love, uninterrupted, and then Dylan. Love, the pastor says, woman, cover up so y'all don't look like. Love says, Melanin, cover up so you don't look like a. Why is the church wrong and you are right for having literally the same opinion?
Because I'm not damning her for having her shirt unbuttoned.
Yes, you are. You just did it.
Let me finish. I'm saying that she is a hypocrite for saying one thing and doing another. If you go
and you did the same thing.
What exactly did I say though?
No,
that's the problem.
What did I say?
Love, you did the same. Love, you did the same thing.
And she's doing.
What did I say? What did I say?
Love, you did the same. Love, you did the same thing. Love.
Good women cover their. Good women don't unbutton their blouse so motherfuckers could look in their chest.
You saw me unbutton my blouse.
It's a button there. It's supposed to be buttoned. You unbuttoned.
No,
That's
did
a
you see me
fashion
unbutton my
choice.
blouse?
That's a decision that you made, baby. I done got dressed 100 million times in my life. I never unbuttoned the button, baby, but you did because you made that choice. You wanted people to look at your titties, and that's fine. But you're not going to sit here and talk about what a woman should and
You
shouldn't
never
be.
unbuttoned the button.
And
You
you over
lying.
here hypocritical.
Oh, so I have to. So
No,
I
no,
have
no, no.
to
Hey,
do
Mel, stop. No. Wait, stop. Hey. So let's do this, right? And that's the thing. Love, do you do it yourself?
Do I do what?
If you're, like I said, if you walk like a duck, talks like a duck, it might be that. Do you do it yourself? Do you have your out sometimes here and there?
Do I have them out? I don't talk bad about other women that do.
That was not the question, love. That was not love. That was not the question, love. That was not the question, love. Love, that was not the question, love. Love, that was not the question, love.
Sexual activity.
Love, that was not the question. Love, that was not the question.
Then I do because guess
Nah,
what?
you gotta
I feel
mute
like
her,
a
bro.
woman should be able to do, say, wear, whatever the
Nah, you gotta mute.
Okay, perfect. No, perfect.
I don't
So,
judge other women.
love, hey, love, you can do that. So love. Is it fair to say that you, as somebody that has your teeth out sometimes, if you walk like a duck, talk like a duck, is it fair for me to pass judgment and say that you are a duck?
If you listen, if I had my teeth out and a man came at me in a way that was sexually
No, that was not the question.
I can't get mad because
That was not the question.
Love, listen to his question.
That was not the question. That was not the question. That was not the question.
Then yeah, that's what you
That was not the question. I will not vouch for. Hey, respectfully. I will not.
I'm not a hypocrite.
Hey, respectfully. No, sir. Hey, lady. I will not vouch for melanin because I don't know what melanin does with our body after she leaves here. But you made this statement. You said a woman that puts her teeth out is if she walks like a duck and she talks like a duck and a duck. So my
that filter don't. She got a filter on. Look at that filter she got on her face. Cause her face damn sure don't look the same as what she doing on that panel. It don't look the same. That's a filter.
Question is it fair for me to say that if you are doing videos like these on your IG with your teeth popping up and squeezed up, are you a duck? Is that fair? Are you a duck?
My teeth grow every month before I get my period.
Let's hear that question again, just to make sure that we ain't missing nothing right now, because something ain't clicking for me right now. Because I gotta understand something. Because I know
that puts her teeth out is if she walks like a duck and she talks like a duck and a duck. So my question is it fair for me to say that if you are doing videos like these on your IG with your teeth popping up and squeezed up, are you a duck? Is that fair? Are you a duck?
My teeth grow every month before I get my period. I cannot help the size of them.
You can
say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
she can't even answer the question straight up. She can't even answer the question straight up. Look at this shit. And she said, my titties grow every month.
Like you told her to do it. Oh my God. Hey, love. Hey.
Shirt on purpose, baby. My shirt came like
No. You do. I will not vouch for melanin, just like I don't vouch for no woman in these panels. I don't trust y'all when it comes to relationships, from the best woman ever to the worst woman ever. But one thing that you can do is saying that somebody quacks like a duck and is a because she does it and she should wear a button up. And then when you don't wear a button up, you say, my tits get bigger and they grow. You literally have a bunch of pictures and covers that actually cover everything. So if she chooses to show her tits and you choose to show your tits, but you are not a, when you literally have sweaters, eye collar, whatever the fuck it is, You are being a hypocrite.
Facts.
Once let me finish. Once again, I didn't drop you because you were giving me answers I didn't want to hear. I just mute you because you keep over talking.
This is the thing. I don't have no problem with hoes. I love the hoes. Jesus loved the hoes. You know who was with Jesus when he died? His mother and that's number one. Number two, I don't judge other women. I don't judge other women based on their sexuality or lack thereof. Melanin is here talking about what men want. And if you know what men want, why aren't you doing it?
How do you know I don't do it? How don't you know I don't do it? You don't know me. How do you know? You don't know me.
What somebody else want. I'm living my life for me, not a man.
Well, that's cool for you. That's cool for you. But I don't have any issues. I ain't no issues in my life. So you can say whatever you want to say. You don't know what I be doing. There's no trouble. I'm never up here complaining about no man. I ain't never up here complaining about no man. I'm never up here complaining about a man. That's y'all. I'll leave that to y'all. You never hear me bad mouthing no man. I'm not complaining about no man or anything else. So you say whatever you want to say.
Why are you 38 years old with no man in sight?
How do you know?
Wait, hold on.
How do you know?
No good man.
How the fuck do you know?
Men don't want women that are loud.
No, let him finish that.
No, he's not. No, it's Coco. No, it's Coco. She passed. Coco, hey Coco, you got it. She passed judgment again. She just passed judgment again.
Hold on, Coco, please hold on.
It's too late.
What kind of man don't women want? Love.
What you know about down the
What kind of
road?
women don't
All
men
right.
want?
What kind of woman does a man want?
You said no, love. You were saying no, love. You're gonna watch your mouth though. Like said, you're not gonna do that.
I'm gonna say what I want to say. I don't give a.
This nigga is trash.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you some peace. We made her yesterday. She already going crazy. You said
Daddy Melanin. She did what I've been saying she was gonna do.
Yes, but no. But hey, Coco, she was just
judge, but she said she doesn't judge.
But Coco, she literally was about to tell Melanin that men don't want no loud women, and she was expounding on that. And look what she's doing. She literally, man, don't want no loud woman. She's a loud woman
because
she judged for the third time. And then she's loud as
I see the Dylan.
Okay. I think y'all are caping right now. And although Miss Love here is very overbearing, but in her own special way, I hear what she's saying. Fatty, you spoke to women. We were talking about women being called because of the things they do.
Sure.
Now we're releasing how we classify by how they dress when we've done that before. Speaking of, when you was on AD show with me on the panel, you brought up a picture of me and my birthday outfit when I was bent over.
Sure. So now let me answer.
Tired. Well, wait, let me land my plane. So it's like, why is it? I'm gonna throw Legacy a bone here and say, you know what? You can wear what you want, but if you ask men, would a woman be closer to hoe attire or modest dressing? If she were to wear cleavage, they're gonna say hoe. But we just have to be accountable as women, because I do the same thing. And they call me 304s and stuff like that just because I like to wear blouses that show a little cleavage. But
no, that's not what we do. No, you have a picture of your. You have a picture of you literally against the wall with your out.
Don't lie. You don't see any cheeks. You see thighs. And if you're gonna go to my Instagram and post it, then fine. But that's the point I'm making. Like, you want to do what you claim you're legacy, but you want to do it too.
Fatty has put me on the screen too. Y'all must didn't see those screens. That's what I'm saying. He's not being biased. And anytime you've heard Fatty or Ali say anything about women's cleavage and how it's whole behavior, you never hear me talk against it. That's the difference. Anything that they say that they feel is whole behavior, you don't hear me defending no whole behavior type.
Okay,
and that's the difference. As soon as they say something to y'all want to defend it. Y'all want to do that feminine and talk again and talk towards all that. You never hear me say nothing.
Yeah,
That's
me
why
too.
I said
Me
I'm
too,
throwing
Guy
a
Rat. She was
bone here,
original.
and it's like
I really don't need one though, because he didn't put me on a backdrop too. Like y'all
because
tripping.
you don't see how she is correct in saying like you can't be a promoter.
No, I didn't. I don't have to
come online.
Fatty, you're unmuted. Fatty, you're muted. Fatty,
Dalen, what are you talking about, man? You saying that you can't be a promoter of it. So you saying a person who ain't married can't promote marriage? So that's what it sounds like to me. You telling me that a person who ain't married can't promote marriage because they ain't married? A person can't promote being in shape and being fit because they ain't in shape or fit. They can't promote that. Like, although, listen, bro, I know I'm out of shape and shit, but bro, you got listen, bro. Make sure you get in shape, bro. Make sure you get fit. So you can't promote that. Girl out here being the 304. She out here in these streets. She a night walker, right? She a night walker, or she what they call themselves, a nighttime ballerina, whatever they call them. Listen, you can't be a nighttime ballerina. Go to school and don't be a nighttime ballerina. Go to school, get your education, go get your job, or go become an entrepreneur out there. Do some shit the right way. Don't be out here showing your body. Well, you do it. Well, I'm trying to prevent you from doing this shit. So take the other route. So that's what it sounds like to me. So because she's out here showing her cleavage and she ain't giving you no flack in regards to the fact of how she presents herself, y'all still trying to come out and say, well, your titties is out, so why are you over there promoting it? Or why are you over there saying that men don't want a woman that dressed like this? Shorty, are y'all not listening? Oh yeah, I just looked at Dalen's Hole. That's what I was just looking at. I was just looking at her IG. That's what, but you can promote that though. You can promote the fact like, hey, listen, man, I know my shit is out, but I know majority of men don't like this shit. I know majority of men don't like this. But I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. But you can still promote that.
you're muted. You're muted.
I mean, it leans towards hoish behavior, but you just have to say, so what?
I need to disagree with her, Fatty. We can't hear you.
Because mind you, it's beneficial for you. If you're somebody who's looking for, if you're somebody who's looking for a legit relationship and you're not trying to come off as a 304, so they're telling you, listen, if you don't want to come off as a 304, I would advise you not to dress like this. I'm gonna give you the cons of dressing like this. A lot of men ain't gonna want to take you seriously. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what people are gonna say. Like you're.
I can't hear you.
Oh, well. Oh.
So like, I'll give you a prime example. You know what? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. You know what I'm saying? Since we here, right? Let's pull it up real quick. Now, off rip, I don't see anything too alarming. Nothing too crazy from the front. I'm like, all right, nothing too crazy, nothing too alarming. You know what I'm saying? She like dressing up for Halloween and shit, be doing goofy shit. She like plants and shit. And then I see one of these joints right here. It's like, I ain't kind of questionable, but hey, kind of questionable. But we gonna continue to keep moving forward. And then we start seeing some people may not trip on it. Ain't nothing wrong. Listen, I don't necessarily see anything too much wrong with it. But hey, when you start, listen, when the knees start bending, it's like, hey, man, like, hold on, shorty. you see what I'm saying? You out here with this video out and you got everything out there. You got everything out there. Now, some men say they ain't gonna trip off of that. But then there are other men who gonna be like, nah, shorty, 304 behavior. Right now, you trying to get some attention. Nope. It's a no for me. Right? Then I think this is the one that Fatty was talking about. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. Well, no, maybe not that one. But I guess just the cover photo of it. Or this one. I don't know. Whichever one. This one. I'm pretty sure he probably talking about this one. No knee bending got you. That's what I'm saying. The knee bending, like you straight. The next thing you know, you start to bend down, like, I see knee bending. I see knee bending. So I'm just saying though. So she's not being a hypocrite. She's agreeing with the fact, like, yeah, I do like 3 or 4, but however, I do understand the sentiment that they're talking about. Like, listen, men don't like that. So what y'all tripping on? You feel me? So.
Oh well. So I guess if you don't want to hear
I
it.
didn't understand why Fatty jumped on Love really hard for Melanin when Melanin can stand on her own feet. And the reason
I can't hear you, Fatty.
The reason I'm glad he muted, and the reason I'm saying that is because he wanted to go off on Love because he didn't like the traits that she was showing. She was aggressive. She was hitting points.
That's not it, because she was being.
That's not what happened.
Was speaking.
That's what it looked like that happened to me. We got different stances. So whatever you saw. What I see. It looked like he was trying to attack her because he didn't like that she was.
He tried to go personal.
Alpha female mode. He ain't like
she,
that.
She tried to go personal.
Alpha female? You call that being an alpha? No, that's not what being an alpha is. Being screaming and just loud and just constantly over talking and disrespecting people. That ain't what an alpha is. This is what she was doing. This is what. That's what that was. That was not being an alpha woman at all. That was not being an alpha woman. I don't know what the hell King Queasy talking about.
With a general conversation. Her only way to attack me was to talk about my cleavage. That wasn't that had nothing to do with what was being said. And he would do that. He would correct anybody up here. I hate when y'all be acting like somebody being biased about something.
He was correct. Legacy. I don't think it was an attack. I think it was a bad delivery and trying to say, hey, like, this is how you talk to women. Yes. But you come on dressed like the women that we talk about. And I think it's unfair to say, so what, I mean, she's not saying that she can't be called a hoe because of how she's dressed. So why do you give a damn if she used the fact that you're showing your cleavage on purpose?
But she was saying she was making a judgment.
But you not enduring. What you talking about? Literally abusing it for attention. What you mean abusing? What are they abusing? What are you talking about, man?
1 second, Daylon. She was saying she wasn't.
That is talking. Hold on, y'all.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second, friends. Just 1 second, right? I told y'all something before the show started. Be careful with the personal. I intervene all the time. When Jacoby and Ali was going at it, I stopped it in the beginning too. She started to lose the debate and she made it personal. Dylan, I literally spared you. Remember when you were talking and I said, let me finish, please. I said, I'm not going to do it. And you said, I'm not going, I think, Patty, you're not going to do it. And I'm not going to do it.
Wait, are you
let me finish, please. Let me finish.
I mean, listening.
You brought up what I did on Anton. The thing is, you were talking as a wife and as awesome woman, and your IG is literally, and it's not just, it's like the positions of a woman that is looking for sexual attention. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it right now. But if people doubt me, the IG is there, and we go from there. So once again, I will tell you this, right?
Yeah.
I don't give special treatment to Mel. And I said this to Mel and to everybody. I said this to Mel and to everybody. I don't believe in none of y'all. None of them. Not Mel, not Red Lipstick Vibes, not Cammy, not people that are inside of my team. I don't believe in nothing that woman says when it comes to relationships. Y'all might be good friends. Y'all might be good coaches. Y'all might be good teachers. Y'all might be professionals. Y'all might be presidents, astronauts, and all that. As soon as the conversation involves pussy, I don't believe none of y'all. The only person I believe is my mama. Now that we got that out of the way, right? Where is the special treatment that I'm giving when I'm telling once again, I don't believe Mel, I don't believe Dylan, I don't believe Queasy, I don't believe Coco, and I definitely don't believe Miss Polly because she has an harem. What is the special treatment?
When Love got finished saying what she was saying, you decided to go to her page or wherever you found a picture of her that to bring it up. But when she mentioned Mel's, you didn't blow up the screen.
I put it on the big screen. That's just right here.
On the full screen.
They're right there.
You see how you shaking them, and it's okay. You know what? I'm glad that you shaking them, Melanie, because
y'all really trying it. I didn't been. Fatty does not pull no punches. I've been totally involved in the stream.
Respectfully.
He did say it, all right.
Dylan, one second.
We're missing the point.
Dylan, I already did one. I treat her special. Then you said I didn't put her teeth out there. I did it too. Are you going to stop right here, or are you going to move the goalpost even more?
No, it's not about a goalpost. The whole point of me saying like it's okay that you're doing that, but don't negate what it means. And just like
when did I do that?
No. What are you talking about, Dalen? What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't? What do you mean? He's not negating anything. He's not negating anything. Negate what?
When did I do that? Did I not say I will go with what love is saying and say that it's you can call this whole behavior? I did not rebut that at all.
Giving pushback, but I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or come at
you. You can't throw me under the bus. I'm not ashamed.
You keep cutting me off and trying to.
You know what? And hey, Dalen, uninterrupted. You're right. Right.
You don't have to keep asserting yourself that I can't do nothing to you. I'm not trying to do anything to you. You don't have to be so fucking defensive. I'm just saying that you didn't have to originally take offense to it, because you can take that, that charge of your life. If I want to show my fine, but you have to accept the fact that you're going to be called maybe and you dress like one because you do that. So giving pushback, you didn't even, need to.
Because the point was she didn't need to bring up the fact that she's showing her cleavage. Now I understand that she was trying to use it as an example, saying that she's a hypocrite. However, she mentioned the fact, like, listen, I agree with you, but however, the point still stands that men don't like that. So she wasn't saying that, listen, I'm out here trying to get the man. I'm out here trying to do this. Girls, like, she wasn't doing that. She said, I agree with you. I agree with your point. But the other point that's being made here that we're talking about outside of myself, it still stands. Most men don't like a woman who dresses like a 304. So when the point keeps coming back to her saying that she's a hypocrite, how is she a hypocrite? That's not being hypocritical. That's telling you, listen, I know what you're talking. I understand that I look like a 304. However, that doesn't change the point. The point doesn't change. Whether she covered it up or not, the point would still remain the same.
To do that, just couldn't embrace it. That's all.
Wait, I love this, right? So the next time I tell y'all that y'all should answer a direct question before going into monologues, respect that and implement that. Well, y'all pick and choose. As women, y'all be picking and choose what y'all calling an outrage. And I get it. Y'all can have y'all little moment, right? Because they love melanin up in this motherfucker. So go ahead and have your moment where y'all want to fuck with me, because that's all y'all gonna do is have something to say about this cleavage. So go ahead and have your moment. I be eating y'all asses up on every topic, and all y'all can bring up is that some titties be out. Y'all ain't ate me up on any other topic yet. Attack me on a debate. Y'all ain't whoop me in a debate yet. Y'all ain't ate me up on a topic yet. So go ahead and bring up my, because that's all the y'all ever gonna do. Because ain't nobody, ain't now one of y'all ate me up yet. Period.
You got a problem with your, like, you really treat her.
Y'all got a problem with my, because that's all y'all can ever say. Is like, y'all got a problem with my. You ain't even here no more. You still talking about my. Why you still talking about my? You still trying to make a point about what? Like I said, eat me up on a debate.
You're so fucking disrespectful, Melody.
Hey, Coco, 1 second, Coco, before you go. Dalen, do you have anything to say anymore about melanin?
If melanin in her teeth don't shut up while I'm trying to say something, then maybe I do have some more to say. Don't be trying to somebody for making an observation about yourself and getting defensive, when actuality, when you realize that, oh damn, I'm actually the representation of what these men say they don't want visually. So I feel like you just projected your own anger on her, and I'm just trying to tell you didn't need to do that. So I don't know why you giving me this aggressive energy as if I'm trying to tell you or say that I think you're a, or that she was trying to call you that and she was trying to do that. That's
so
not
Dylan, so Dylan, this is what is happening, and this is why you don't know, right? When you see Jazz and Molly going at each other out of the blue, do you think that started on the show that you're at, or there's some pre-existing conditions between them being on shows?
Thank you, Fatty. To be honest, I only know them from one platform.
Oh, no, it's fair. Let me change it.
Well, yeah, you said Warder says, how are you going to dress like a whore and wear the outfit? Hold on, I'm confused on that question. Hold on. And wear the outfit. What if I dress like a cop and tell you I'm not a cop? I can't. Well, see that. Well, that's the problem. That kind of goes to the point, right? She's not saying that, she's not telling you to dress like a 304. She's saying that she does dress like one, but she's also telling you that, listen, men don't like that. So then if you're gonna dive, so therefore that point, that statement, you would then have to dive deeper into the statement. Like, okay, so are you looking for a man? If you're looking for a specific man, or if you're looking for that type of man, if you're loaning for a man, and you're telling women this, then that's when you can dive to it. But if she's just agreeing with the fact, like, yeah, I'm just like a 304, but however, that still doesn't change the fact that men want a certain woman that don't dress like a 304. How can you then go back at her and say she's a hypocrite? That's not hypocritical. That's just like a thug. That's just like a thug. Somebody who's a gangster and they sag their pants and they say, hey, man, because of observation and what they see and what they notice out here in the streets, because they have experience, well, because they out here in the world, they out here touching grass, right? It's just like somebody who walk around sagging their pants all the time and they dressing like a hoodlum. They say, man, I know, man, they don't want dudes who dress like hoodlums, man. They don't want them. Well, maybe that could be because of experience, because of what they see. That doesn't make them hypocritical at all. It's just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, exactly, Warder. Yeah, so that it just tells you exactly what it is. That doesn't mean that they're hypocritical. That's the point. That's what's being said. Yeah, so I don't know what Dale and them talking about. I don't know why they arguing. Well, and here's the thing. I don't think people see Mel as the rightful woman. I'm gonna be 110% honest with you. I don't think men see her as the rightful woman. What I do think that men see her as, they see her as somebody who's just gonna keep it real and keep it even across the board. She gonna hold women accountable just as she'll hold some men accountable when they doing some crazy shit. And I think that a lot of people get that, they will call her pick me in that regard. Like, listen, yeah, I know women be on some bullshit. That don't necessarily mean that I'm a pick me. No, I know some women be on some bullshit. Just like you said, listen, I know men don't like women who dress like 304s, but that don't necessarily mean that it applies to me. Cause she may not even like the type of dudes that like her. So that's what I'm saying. So it's just the fact that, like, when they're having a conversation, and I think they're trying to, now that they tried to make it personal by attacking her and her cleavage, is like, we're having a debate on the panel. Why are you coming at me for? We're having a conversation. It got personal. And then everybody started to dive in, because if they knew who Mel was, they know she ready for that smoke. Like, oh, you want to come at me? Say less. We on now. Like, it's over now. Like, I'm on your head. And she ain't gonna stop. She won't stop. Unless Fatty and them say, hey, relax. But other than that, shit, if he left it going, they would have continued to keep going, because Dalen don't listen. Dalen hard of hearing sometimes. Yeah, exactly, Zyrez. Do not read the chat when you on panels. Don't, unless you the moderator.
Anton and Jazz. When Jazz and Anton go at each other, do you think that started on that show, or do you think this is the pre-existing conditions of people they've been on the panel so many times that they actually develop something against each other?
I don't know. I think that can happen, but I can't speak to.
So if I told you that Melanin and Love and Love and Ali have pre-existing things that happened before you came over here, that they actually clashed and went to each other hard. So this is not about topics. This is about people, and this is actually personal.
Wow.
Would you now understand why she was so defensive when Love pulled up?
I mean, if you know that she was doing that to throw a shot at you on some personal then yeah. But if it's for the sake of conversation, because it fit for the conversation, like, hey, this is what you're talking about, but look how you dress.
Sure.
Maybe you shouldn't be on that.
But this is how the conversation evolved. She started to have the conversation about the topics, and once either she started losing or people started to point contradictions, she started to throw pot shots. And if you quack like a duck and not like a duck, this is personal. This is why, 1 second, this is why before Love came on the show, I sent her a message saying to her, Love, please don't interrupt. Please don't overtalk. Let's finish people their point because I know her and everybody that watches the show knows her. So what I'm telling you is this. Y'all can fight all they want. It's ladies first. It is what it is. But once the conversation gets personal, we have to actually put our foot down because you were witness and you were here. Before the show started, I said, if this becomes personal, I said that. If this becomes personal, don't get mad when it's personal back. And I always try to stop it before it goes crazy because this is usually where it goes when I let both of them actually go. So is this an explanation that is very fair, or do you need anything more from me?
What would you consider your response in showing the screen her breasts? Like
listen to what I'm saying.
I already heard what you said.
Listen to what I'm saying. If I am saying something and you have footage of me saying something different, you can pull up my IG. You can pull up any information that is public and saying, Fatty, you are preaching that people should actually not be promiscuous, and you were on Ibiza grabbing on some. I think that is very fair. So when it comes to Love, the problem is not that Love what she believes. The problem is that Love will say verbatim, I don't judge. Let me best.
And then turn right around and judge.
Judgment. Being it depends. But you are out. Because if you quack like a duck, this is the problem once again that I have, is that people are not being concise with their answers. They're just throwing it at the wall and see what it sticks. Once it becomes a show, Dylan, I as a host have to do something because now you were just throwing it and see what is going to get them offended. And you know, when women starts fighting, if I don't do nothing, we stay here until next day. Because Mel is not Mel never stands like I have to grab Mel, and I know she's going to be mad at me after the show and saying, "You needed to let me go because I can't handle that." And But I have to grab Mel because if I don't grab her and if I don't grab Love, I could drop, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and they will be still screaming at each other like crazy. I'm doing what I think is the best for both of them. So,
hey, that's fact. That's fact though, because she wasn't listening at all. They didn't want listening. She up here talking about some they trying to cape for and everything like that. I'll let you know, listening is a very critical thing. Listening is very critical. Hey, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Let me know what y'all think about that video. Make sure you join the ENG community and make sure you support the channel.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Sir, yes, sir. Man, tonight was longer than I expected. Normally, my Wednesdays don't go this long. But tonight was good, though. We was vibing out. You said Fatty stressing you out. Why Fatty stressing you out, bro? Nah, family just, hey, man, he just cooking up. He just cooking up. You know what I'm saying? But tonight was dope, man. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your boy. Make sure you are here. Actually, do we got a banter and barter show Friday? No, we don't. No, that's next week. That's next week. Make sure you're here Saturday. Make sure you're here Saturday for the live stream. Come kick it with your boy. Let's run up these numbers. Also, I should have a video posting tomorrow. Make sure you go show love to my recent video that I posted yesterday. Go show love. Listen, we got to run up the long form videos, not just the live streams. We got to make sure we getting up there. We got to get up there. We got to get up there. You feel me? So go show love to those videos. Go hype the videos up. Because listen, we got to get in that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? They got to start seeing more and more of Courtnee's face. You hear it? So make sure you go show love to those videos. Be on the lookout for my be on the lookout for my post. For my recent post, definitely be on the lookout. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Zyrax, for becoming a member of the ENG community.
That's top dog aura right there.
Word. I appreciate you, Zyrax. I appreciate you. I wanted to go ahead and kind of lower the cost on it too, man, so we can get more people in here too. But let me read this super chat real quick.
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me. 10 years, man, you're gonna have matching Benzes. 10 years? Thinking more like 10 days, man. 10 days.
Shout out to Beat. Shout out to Beat 164 for the $5. Says just playing, much love to you. Hey, I appreciate you, Beat. Shout out to Zyrax for becoming a YouTube member. Hey, I appreciate you, Zyrax. You've been showing love. You've been showing love when you pop up in here. Now, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. So tonight was dope. Like I said, remember, make sure you go back, show love to my recent uploaded video. I will be posting tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed to the Barrington Barter Show, definitely go do that now. We got to make sure we get to 1,000 subscribers over there so we can start running them numbers up over there too. All right. So, and also, if you haven't joined the Discord, link is in the description of the last video that I posted up to. So definitely go tap in over there because we want to build that community up in the Discord as well. I haven't been talking about the Patreon as much yet because I want to build a solid community up first, and then I'll start pushing out my Patreon a little bit more. But that's for later down the road. That's for later down the road. We're gonna build our community here first. We're gonna build the ENG community up. Make sure you join the Discord, and yeah, bro. Let's run it up. The goal is we gonna try to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's the goal. 10,000 subs by the end of the year. I think it's doable. We got to make sure we hit the right, you know what I'm saying, find the right videos that's going to take off, but in due time, we'll get there. It's all patience, all in the journey. We ain't trying to move too fast. You know what I mean? You on the vertical? Yep. Yeah, you on the vert. So yeah, we're trying to get the goal is to get the 10K subs. 10K subs on the Courtnee Edgar Show. And I think it's doable. You know what I'm saying? But with y'all help, hype the videos up, show love to the videos when they get posted up, share them with your family, your friends. Even if you clip them up, clip them hoes up. I don't care about it. I ain't going to be the ones that's going to be like, hey, bro, damn, bro, why y'all clipping my shit? No, clip it up, share it so we can get them back over here to the channel. All right? So until next time, my good people, I appreciate y'all, and I will holler.